Yeah, she's real sweet.
Okay, and it says here you met her at a co-ed softball game. How'd that work?
Yeah, she was on the opposite team.
Oh, the enemy.
Yeah, so that's, a little extra charm as well.
Let me guess. She was pitching to you, she struck you out, and then you threatened to fight her.
No way, dude.
That's usually how friendly softball games go,
Yeah.
Jubal. You're right.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of physical violence.
Is that how it went down?
It was more like when we all went to the bar.
Oh.
Then you threatened to fight her.
No.
There was no fighting. No
Thank
fighting.
you.
Just softball.
Okay.
Just softball.
Strange.
No fighting during the game or afterwards.
It's different than any co-ed sports league that I've been involved in. There's always a fight at some point, but okay.
Move on from
Right.
violence, please.
All right, so you met her at the bar.
Yes.
And had you had your eye on her, all game?
Oh, yes, all game for sure.
What about her stuck out to you?
Oh, I mean, her legs just go on for days,
One of those girls with legs all the way up to her butt.
Yeah.
So hot. So hot.
We all have them.
She was really good at the game, and on top of it all, she seemed like a genuinely cool chick.
Awesome.
So how did you approach her at the bar?
Oh, I mean, I grabbed her a drink and, said congrats for whooping her ass, and, then we just started talking about how long we had been playing, and then one thing led to another, and I ended up getting her number, and we set a date to go hiking.
Sweet.
Nice.
How was the hike?
Oh, it was great. She met me where we were going to start out.
Nice.
What'd you say?
Oh, I just said nice. Sorry.
I heard you. I was just like, what?
Very nice. She met you there.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
excited for you.
She met you where you were going to start. That's better than meeting you at the end of the trail, I guess.
I approve.
And she was just as awesome as the first time you met her.
Absolutely. She did great on the hike, and we were able to talk. We weren't winded or anything. And, I mean, at the end, when we said goodbye, I didn't know if, a kiss was feeling out. And I mean, she was real sweaty. I was real sweaty.
Yeah.
I didn't know, we kind of just had a quick hug, but, it was still, you felt that connection there, and we made plans for about a week later to go out again.
Oh, so you guys had a second date.
No, see, a day before, she texted to cancel. She needed to cancel for some reason, but so I don't know. And now it's now I haven't really heard from her, so kind of feel blown off.
Have you tried to reschedule that date that you had planned?
I mean, yeah, I sent one or two texts just saying, hey, sorry, scheduling didn't work. Is next weekend good? And I didn't really get an answer from any of that.
Can I ask, I mean, just looking back at the time you guys spent together between the softball game and the hiking, do you think that she also thought of this as a romantic date?
Well, I mean, I would hope it would be kind of obvious because I asked for her number. I said I would love to get together. To me, that sends a pretty clear signal of hey, I'm interested in you.
Right.
Even if things go slow or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how long has it been since you've heard from her?
It's been over a week since I talked with her, and she hasn't responded to the two texts I sent.
Oh, man.
Just a sweaty hug at the end of the hike. That's all you got.
Yeah, right?
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I got to say, I'm skeptical of you, Matthew.
Am I suspect?
Yes, you are.
For what?
Well, we do a lot of these second date updates, all right? And everything always sounds normal until we get the person on the phone, and then something weird comes out, okay? Now, you said that you met this girl at a co-ed softball game. You went to the bar after, asked for her number, and you guys went on a hike and had a great time, and nothing weird happened.
That is all true.
Okay. Well, if I call her and I find out that you've been going to all of her games since then, dressed up like...
No. Buddy, I will be 100% honest with you. That thought did cross my mind.
Okay.
But I denied it because I didn't want to be a creeper.
All right, good. I picture you in the stands like an NFL quarterback's mom with her name on your shirt, sitting there go Trisha, that's my girl. So,
oh my God.
You promise me you haven't done that?
I have not done that.
All right.
He still doesn't trust you,
No,
just so you know.
Still, I'm a little weary of you. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, though, and get her on the phone and find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is Trisha there?
Yes, this is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
I'm calling because one of our listeners sent an email about you. His name is Matthew, and he sent us an email saying you guys were supposed to go out on a date, and then you stopped responding to him, and he wants to know why.
He sent an email about that? Why would he do that?
Because he liked you and he would like to go out again, but you just stopped talking to him, so he thought maybe we could help him out and figure out the answer.
Look, I am not comfortable discussing this.
If it's something way too personal, you don't have to tell us, but if it's not, I mean, he wants to know. He liked you a lot.
You got to put yourself in his shoes. You know how frustrating it can be if you feel like you connected with somebody and then they drop off.
I mean, yeah, I get that. And he's a good guy. I totally got that sense from him.
Okay, so if he's a good guy, then why aren't you calling him back?
Look, he was really cool. He's just not marriage material.
Whoa.
Why is he not marriage material? Did you guys get into that conversation on your first date?
No, we didn't, talk about it. But, you could just tell from the date.
Is he immature or something? I mean...
Well, here's where I am. I am not getting any younger, and I absolutely want to get married someday. And he's just not going to be that guy.
That is a really quick judgment to make after meeting someone just one time.
Yeah.
Actually, we hung out twice.
Oh.
Okay, so 2 times
Okay,
is
you're
enough for
right.
you to know that?
Now you know everything about him.
How can you possibly know that he's not marriage material after 2 hangouts?
Because after the second time we hung out, he took me back to his car, and his car was full of stuff, piles and piles.
Wait,
and
are you saying that it was just messy? Like there was garbage and stuff in it?
Well, I didn't know. So I had asked him, I was like, what's the deal with all your stuff? Are you moving or something? And he said no. And he said that he lives out of his van.
He lives in his van?
Yeah, and he does it by choice.
What do you mean? It's not that he's homeless, it's that he wants to be homeless?
Yeah, he chooses this.
Really?
What did he say to you to make you think that?
He said, look, it's this really great situation. I choose this. I feel it's better. I'm saving money. And I look in there, and there is a mattress. There's a jug of water, hot plate. It's really weird.
Yeah. Normally, when you see a van with a mattress in it on a first date, that's a good sign.
No, always bad.
So you're saying you didn't want to see him again because he lives in his van?
No, I don't know. I've been going back and forth over this, for the past few days because, he lives in a van.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't want to move into a van if you guys ever got more serious?
No, well, no, I don't know. That's the thing.
You don't know if you want to move into a van. You might be willing to move into a van?
No, I definitely don't want to live in a van. That's the problem.
Okay.
But don't you think... Okay, granted, this is a kind of an odd situation, but he has, a regular job, right?
He has a really good job, and he makes, a ton of money. He just chooses to save it.
All right, so the guy just likes to live in a van.
He seems really in love with his living situation, and if that's the case, I don't want to mess with it.
I have so many questions.
You don't want to make the guy give up his house, you know?
Exactly, his green van.
Yeah.
Well, Trisha, I do need to let you know that Matthew is actually on the other line listening, maybe in his van right now, and he wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Matthew, you there?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hey, Trisha.
Oh, my God.
I am not in my van, just to clarify. I'm in my office. I'm at work right now.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I'm just really surprised because, when we went out, I mean, you seemed to think it was really kind of cool what I was doing.
Yeah, I said it was cool when I was looking at it because I didn't just want to tell you it was weird right off the bat.
Okay. Oh, now you're just 180 on this, so I'm confused.
Matthew, think about it. I mean, how could a girl see a van and think, I want to stay the night with him? I'm not sure where I'm going to go to the bathroom if I have to go, but...
Just owning a van and living out of it is awesome. I have this freedom that everybody else is dreaming about. I save all this money. It keeps going in the bank when everybody else is spending and going into debt on these houses that they can't afford, and they're never in because they're always at work all day for them. I mean, what's the point of it?
The point is to actually have a place where you could hang out, not something that you could, like, drive from point A to point B, like you're home traveling everywhere.
But that means I can hang out everywhere, Trisha, wherever I want to hang out. Like, the world is my home. And Trish, I'm not living in the Stone Age with this. Like, I've got Wi-Fi, you know, I can run things off this generator. Like, I have electricity. I have the basic things that I need and stay connected with the world. I can work remotely if I want to. Like, come on.
It's like camping.
He's got it all figured out, Trisha.
It just sounds weird to me. I never pictured my boyfriend living in a van.
On purpose.
But it may be fun, Trisha. I mean, it's definitely an adventure.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
It is an adventure. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I don't know, man. I mean, you have a great personality. You're a really cool guy, but the whole living in a van thing is just a giant turn off for me.
Just give it a weekend, Trisha. Like, pretend you're going on a luxurious camping trip. Give it 2 nights, and I will convince you. I promise.
2 nights, that is a big ask, sir.
So you want me to spend 2 nights in your van when we've only been on one official date together?
You were the one who was throwing around the marriage word of, you know, needing to find marriage material. So, like, 2 nights is not going to kill you.
He has a point.
I mean, I say 2 nights is a drop in the bucket. Come on.
In that case, Trisha, would you like to go out with Matthew on a second date? We will pay for it. I mean, I guess the date would be 2 nights in his van, but whatever. Would you like to go out with him again?
You know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I am going to say no to 2 nights in the van.
Oh.
But I'm up to hanging out with him again.
Okay, so you'll go out on a date with him, but you won't sleep in the van.
Yes, I will go out on a date. I will not spend the 2 nights in a van.
Okay.
Probably
Well,
wise.
congratulations,
Yeah.
Matthew. That's a successful second date.
I can work with that.
All right. So you guys go out on your date. Matthew, you try to convince her that living in a van is better than living in a house, and I wish you both luck.
Trisha, freedom is in our future. I guarantee.
Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 about the second date update that just says business in the streets, road trip in the sheets. Kind of makes sense. If you missed today's second date update, Trisha, this dude met Trisha at a co-ed softball game, and then they went on a hike, and she wasn't calling him back. So we got Trisha on the phone, and she said that he's not marriage material, and the reason why is because he lives out of his van.
But he likes it.
Yeah, it's by choice. He's not homeless. He has a great job and makes a lot of money. But I guess this dude, his name's Matthew, by the way, lives out of his van by choice.
Yeah, he's like a penny
He
pitcher,
says
I guess.
he does it because he's saving a ton of money and he has a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
And he's not tied down by any houses or anything like that. He can just move his van around wherever.
Which is like, it's true.
A lot of people do it. Look up hashtag van life.
Really?
It's all over the place,
Yeah.
man.
I'm sure.
And I guess they did go out, though. They agreed to go out. She said she'd go out with him, but turned down his offer for 2 nights of staying in the van. So
See,
she doesn't want to stay in the van, but she'll go on another date, mostly because he probably has a lot of extra money to spend or something.
hotel.
I just want to warn her. I dated a guy who lived in his car, and after we broke up, we got in a fight, and he refused to leave. He just parked in front of my house. And then I had another guy show up the next day to go on a date with him. He's like, "Hey, there's some guy sleeping in the car in front of your house." I'm like, "Yeah, don't mind him.
You're
I
yelling.
don't know. That's weird.
You're like,
I don't
go
know."
home. He's
Yeah.
like,
I am home. Yeah, your
just
home's
saying.
actually in my way right now.
Yeah, they're hard to get rid of when they can just move their house right in front of your
That's
house.
amazing.
Radio show?
Don't really know what that is, but okay.
Well, it's a morning radio show.
Okay, great.
All right. And I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked me to see if I get a hold of you.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with a girl named Elise.
What?
Yeah. Elise emailed us and told us that she really enjoyed going out with you, and then is wondering why you're...
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
What, so this is like a radio show, and this girl, yes, I know who you're talking about, she called you?
Well, she emailed us because apparently you're not responding to any of her text messages or phone calls.
Yeah, no kidding, I'm not. But, this is just weird. Okay.
I understand it's kind of weird. It's a segment that we do on our show called The Second Date. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling her back?
It was just a frustrating experience. That's all I can really say.
Okay, what was so frustrating about it?
All I can say is we're not really compatible, okay?
Why wouldn't you just tell her that then if it was that easy?
Okay, listen, it was just a very frustrating experience. I really don't want to revisit it.
Okay, but can you give us a little bit of why it was frustrating so that at least we can shed some light on it for her?
She just made a comment that really pissed me off.
Whoa. What was it?
She just said something that was like totally inappropriate, and it was pretty offensive.
Did she mean to be offensive, or was she just saying something that was totally ignorant?
No, it seemed pretty intentional. It was pretty cold and calculated, if you ask me.
Wow, she didn't seem that rude. We talked to her a little bit about your date. She didn't seem like somebody who would be rude.
Yeah, well, listen, I was surprised too. Like initially, I thought she seemed like a nice person, and then she like threw this thing at me, and I was like, "Wow, okay, wow, not who I thought you were."
You got to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
She's just a hater, and I don't want to deal with people like that.
Oh, my God.
What did she do? Was she rude to the waitstaff or something?
No, so like we were having a conversation during dinner, okay, and I told her that I like to cook. I cook a lot, and I told her that I particularly am very, very fond of the Barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten. Like I've seen all of her shows. I have all of her cookbooks.
Is that a cooking show?
Are you kidding me? Is this a radio show? Give me a break. I mean,
this is barely a radio show. I don't watch the Food Network, or when is it on the Food? I don't even know where that is. I've never heard of it.
It's on the of course it's on the Food Network. Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, she's in the Hamptons. She's cooking meals for like Spielberg and stuff. Hello.
Sorry, I didn't know who she was. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. I mean, from the sounds of it, I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah, it'll change your life.
Okay.
I think she's like the most amazing woman that's ever lived.
Wow.
And Elise responded in an extremely rude way. It was incredibly disrespectful.
Whoa. What did she say to you?
First of all, she laughed at me. She like dropped her fork and openly laughed. Like everyone in the restaurant turned and looked. She was just laughing her face off at me.
Because you like the Barefoot Contessa.
Because I like the Barefoot Contessa. Apparently that's hilarious. I don't know. So, but then she says in a really loud voice, she goes, "That lady, she's the worst." And I was like, speechless.
Wait.
I was like, what?
What?
So
I'm
she
confused.
said that she didn't like the Barefoot Contessa, and
Yes, she said she did not like the Barefoot Contessa. Not only that she didn't like her, she said she was the worst. And then she went even further. She said she is so fake, her show is so boring, and oh my God, okay, and her recipes are like so simple, they're for like a middle school cafeteria. And I was like, oh, you have got to be kidding me, lady. You have got to be kidding me.
you're that into cooking.
This is bigger than food. This is, yes, the food's amazing. This is about this woman, this incredible soul, okay? And to disrespect her like that, I don't think so. Not on my watch. You vote for the Barefoot Contessa, you're coming for me.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you didn't hear me. She said she's the worst. It's like she insulted not only Ina Garten, but she insulted me. I mean, like she just sort of said what I believe in, the thing that I care about the most, is a joke. I'm like, you know what, lady? I'm going to toss this table over and walk out because that is some bullshit.
Then why did... This is so crazy to me.
That would have been great.
Well, don't you wish that you could tell Elise off a little bit then? I mean, and let her know.
No, I don't want to have anything to do with her again.
I should probably not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Elise is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Wow, this is just getting better and better. This is amazing.
I am like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly knew what to say the other night about the Barefoot Contessa. That was pretty clear.
I had no idea that I offended you, and I'm so sorry. I can't believe that you're so worked up over this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you had said something to me about something that you care about a great deal, and I laughed at it and threw it back in your face. You wouldn't have been offended by that. You got to be. I mean, but yes, she's not my favorite, but I don't. It's not like I said, I hate her. She's the worst. She should, jump off a cliff or like.
I just said I prefer the show with Giada, and I liked.
Oh my God, that was like a
recipe.
stake through my heart. It was like a stake through my heart when you said that.
Whoa.
You want to talk? You think Ina is fake? That is fake. I mean, that is like you open up the dictionary, the word fake, and there's a picture of Giada. That's all I know.
Shots fired over Cooking Network personalities.
Giada is
She's
hot.
not really Italian. She's from Long Island or something. I mean, come on. And then she does, like, the Italian accent when she says Italian words, and then the rest of the time she has no accent. It makes me want to puke. It's just like, it's disgusting. That is like capital F fake.
Okay.
I don't understand. You just went silent, and then we moved on with the conversation. But we could have talked more about it if you were so upset. I didn't. I just don't understand. I don't think I said anything that was so horrible. I just said.
Oh my!
I don't.
Stop saying that. Please stop saying that. I mean, I can't even. Who would say anything like that about the Barefoot Contessa?
But Ryan,
Who would ever say something like that?
People disagree on things every day.
This isn't a disagreement, okay? This is about the thing that I care about the most in my life, and you just pissed all over it. You were just like, oh, what a waste of time. What a loser you are. Well, thanks a lot, lady. Thanks.
Right, don't you think that maybe it's unhealthy to like the Barefoot Contessa that much?
I don't even want to talk about this anymore. This is exhausting. Frankly, I'm surprised that this whole time we've been on the phone, Elise has not actually apologized to me.
Elise, do you want to apologize?
Well, I am very sorry that I offended you.
Do not apologize.
I'm not going to apologize for feeling the way that I feel or having a conversation and disagreeing with you. But
it wasn't a disagreement. It was a full-on attack. It was an attack. And if you think it was anything less than that, then you're insane.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, I would love to ask you guys if you will go out on a second date. We will pay for it,
You
right?
have got to be kidding me.
Maybe you just need some more time together to talk about your favorite cooking shows in the Barefoot Contessa and get on the same page.
Guys, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't want to see her ever again, period.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I did not see this turn of events happening. But Ryan, thank you for your time, and I'm sorry you had to endure Elise and her hatred of the Barefoot Contessa.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Elise?
Wow.
Well, thanks for clearing that up for me, guys.
No problem. Hey, welcome back to single life.
Oh, man, sweetheart.
I can't wait to see what nut job I'm going to get set up with next.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to David, please?
Speaking.
Hey, David, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. You ever check out the show?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm interested to find out what the Ben Franklin effect is. Or unless I got it right. Did I get it right?
No, it's not quite like that.
Oh,
Oh, it's actually a kite in a lightning storm. Is that what it is?
No. You're close.
Okay. So you convince a woman that you are Ben Franklin's ghost and that they must sleep with you in order for you to finally be put to rest?
I mean, you are
I would say I would take that.
This is a real technique. I admit I learned it from this blog, but it's a really legit thing.
It is.
Okay.
So, wait, this is the first time you tried the Ben Franklin technique?
Yeah, I mean, other people have tried it before. I didn't invent it, but yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get to what that is exactly in a second. First, let's find out about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Erica.
Erica. And how did you meet Erica?
We're actually in the same class together. I go to a night school at the community college.
Cool.
She sits next to me a lot of the time, and she's beautiful and really smart. And
Oh my God, do you get so excited when she actually sits next to you in class? Like, here she comes, she's going to sit by me. I don't know.
Is it middle school or college?
yeah, of course I do. And that's why I thought I could try out the Ben Franklin effect on her, because I read about it and I thought maybe this would work.
Okay.
So basically you ask a girl to do something for you, and she does it, and subconsciously she then likes you more, and she's more open to you, she's receptive to you. And Ben Franklin apparently used this with his rival inventors or something to get them to like him more.
So he'd be like, hey, can you pick up that paper I dropped? And then they would do it, and all of a sudden, subconsciously, they like him more because they did something for him?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So what did you ask her to do for you?
I sort of planned this out, I have to admit. But the first thing I did was I dropped a pencil in class, and I said, hey, Erica, would you mind picking that up? And she did. She picked up the pencil. Right? Okay, all going according to plan.
And then you winked at her and you're like, now you want to sleep with me, don't you?
I mean, it wasn't that effective.
Oh, okay.
Pencil isn't a good analogy there.
Well, I had to stick with it, right? So then the next week, I said something like, hey, Erica, would you mind if I borrow some paper? And she was like, sure. And she ripped out a paper from her notebook and she gave it to me. I was like, okay. The next week, I said, hey, Erica, if you happen to be at the drugstore this week, would you mind picking up some Post-it notes for me?
What? Now you're having her run errands?
Yeah, you actually asked her to grab you some Post-it notes from the store.
Did you give her your grocery list the following week?
No. I mean, I actually needed some Post-it notes, but she looked at me really funny.
Of course.
But I said, no, I'll pay you back, and my schedule's just been crazy, but I'll pay you back. And she did it. She got me the Post-it notes, and she brought them the next week.
But don't you think, I don't know that she likes you more. Doesn't it say that she liked you to begin with if she's willing to go think of you and pick up Post-it notes?
Well, maybe, but I'm trying out the technique.
Okay, right. We'll stick to that technique.
So it appears to be working at this point. I mean, she's doing the things that you're asking.
Well, yeah, and after the Post-it notes, I realized, like, okay, I can sort of just sit down and talk to her now. So I said, hey, we should hang out sometime.
And then she was like, yeah, but my schedule's pretty busy picking up things from the store for you. I don't know if I will have time to go out with you.
Well, she said yes, so, I thought it was working.
Nice.
Okay.
What'd you guys do?
So I had this idea. I thought it was a pretty creative idea because I don't have a lot of money. I'm taking these classes. So I figured we would go to 7-Eleven and do sort of like a cheap wine tasting.
Dude, that's awesome. I give you lots of points for that.
Wow.
Thank you. I thought it was kind of clever. So we bought all these like $5 wines, and then we took them to the park, sort of nearby, and we tried out these wines, and we were laughing, and we were talking about true crime podcasts. We both listened to them, and we were sort of really connecting.
And then you're like, this Carlo Rossi and Boone's Farm. I mean, the notes are really amazing. Very oaky.
Would you like a Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not wine experts, but that was sort of the fun.
Yeah, totally.
And then she said she had to get going. And so I walked her to the bus and gave her a hug, and, that was it. But I thought, okay, that went pretty well.
Okay. All right. And have you guys talked much after that?
We were texting for a while, and she sort of stopped responding to me, but she said, like, hey, I'm going through a difficult time, which I wasn't really sure what that meant. And then it started happening that I was in class, and she would stop sitting near me. Maybe she thinks, who is this guy taking me out to 7-Eleven? This guy clearly isn't going places,
I don't think that's what she meant by a difficult time. I mean,
yeah,
it sounds like she's going through some stuff and just maybe doesn't need a relationship right now.
I mean, maybe, but it sounded kind of like an excuse because, like, if we actually did connect, then I don't know why she would stay farther away from me.
Yeah, it doesn't really explain why she would not want to even be around you, if that's what it looks like.
Yeah, and I can take her on a real date, but anyway, I need your help to sort of figure this out. I'm really hoping to get a second date because I really liked her.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right, cool.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
When we do these second date updates, we always have dudes on the phone that are like, I got the perfect technique for how to meet ladies.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy on the phone today, his name is Sean, and all his email said was that he uses a technique called the Ben Franklin effect. Don't really know what that is, but I'm guessing that's you go to a retirement home and convince all the ladies there that you're the one who invented bifocals, and then they're super excited to meet you because now they can read things. Yeah. Wow, you invented that?
Sexy.
Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm interested to find out what the Ben Franklin effect is. Or unless I got it right. Did I get it right?
No, it's not quite like that.
Oh,
right. It's actually a kite in a lightning storm. Is that what it is?
No. You're close.
Okay. So you convince a woman that you are Ben Franklin's ghost and that they must sleep with you in order for you to finally be put to rest?
I mean, you are
I would say I would take that.
This is a real technique. I learned it from this blog, but it's a really legit thing.
It is.
Okay.
So, wait, this is the first time you tried the Ben Franklin technique?
Yeah, I mean, other people have tried it before. I didn't invent it, but yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get to what that is exactly in a second. First, let's find out about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Erica.
Erica, and how did you meet Erica?
We're actually in the same class together. I go to a night school at the community college.
Cool.
She sits next to me a lot of the time, and she's beautiful and really smart. And
oh my God, do you get so excited when she actually sits next to you in class? Like, here she comes. She's going to sit by me. I don't know.
Is it middle school or college?
yeah, of course I do. And that's why I thought I could try out the Ben Franklin effect on her, because I read about it and I thought maybe this would work.
Okay.
So basically you ask a girl to do something for you, and she does it, and subconsciously she then likes you more, and she's more open to you. She's receptive to you. And Ben Franklin apparently used this with his rival inventors or something to get them to like him more.
So he'd be like, hey, can you pick up that paper I dropped? And then they would do it, and all of a sudden, subconsciously, they like him more because they did something for him?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So what did you ask her to do for you?
I sort of planned this out, I have to admit. But the first thing I did was I dropped a pencil in class, and I said, hey, Erica, would you mind picking that up? And she did. She picked up the pencil. Right? Okay, all going according to plan.
And then you winked at her and you're like, now you want to sleep with me, don't you?
I mean, it wasn't that effective.
Oh, okay.
Pencil isn't a good analogy there.
Well, I had to stick with it, right? So then the next week, I said something like, hey, Erica, would you mind if I borrow some paper? And she was like, sure. And she ripped out a paper from her notebook and she gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. The next week, I said, hey, Erica, if you happen to be at the drugstore this week, would you mind picking up some Post-it notes for me?
What? Now you're
So
having her run
you
errands
actually asked her to grab you some Post-it notes from the store.
Did you give her your grocery list the following week?
No. I mean, I actually needed some Post-it notes, but she looked at me really funny.
Of course.
But I said, no, I'll pay you back, and my schedule's just been crazy, but I'll pay you back. And she did it. She got me the Post-it notes, and she brought them the next week.
But don't you think, I don't know that she likes you more. Doesn't it say that she liked you to begin with if she's willing to go think of you and pick up Post-it notes?
Well, maybe, but I'm trying out the technique.
Okay, right. We'll stick to that technique.
So it appears to be working at this point. I mean, she's doing the things that you're asking.
Well, yeah, and after the Post-it notes, I realized, like, okay, I can sort of just sit down and talk to her now. So I said, hey, we should hang out sometime.
And then she was like, yeah, but my schedule's pretty busy picking up things from the store for you. I don't know if I will have time to go out with you.
Well, she said yes, so, I thought it was working.
Nice.
Okay.
What'd you guys do?
So I had this idea. I thought it was a pretty creative idea because I don't have a lot of money. I'm taking these classes. So I figured we would go to 7-Eleven and do sort of like a cheap wine tasting.
Dude, that's awesome. I give you lots of points for that.
Wow.
Thank you. I thought it was kind of clever. So we bought all these like $5 wines, and then we took them to the park, sort of nearby, and we tried out these wines, and we were laughing, and we were talking about true crime podcasts. We both listened to them, and we were sort of really connecting.
And then you're like this Carlo Rossi and Boone's Farm. I mean, the notes are really amazing. Very oaky.
Would you like a Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not wine experts, but that was sort of the fun.
Yeah, totally.
And then she said she had to get going. And so I walked her to the bus and gave her a hug, and, that was it. But I thought, okay, that went pretty well.
Okay. All right. And have you guys talked much after that?
We were texting for a while, and she sort of stopped responding to me, but she said, like, hey, I'm going through a difficult time, which I wasn't really sure what that meant. And then it started happening that I was in class, and she would stop sitting near me. Maybe she thinks, who is this guy taking me out to 7-Eleven? This guy clearly isn't going places,
I don't think that's what she meant by a difficult time. I mean,
yeah.
It sounds like she's going through some stuff and just maybe doesn't need a relationship right now.
I mean, maybe, but it sounded kind of like an excuse because, like, if we actually did connect, then I don't know why she would sit farther away from me.
Yeah, it doesn't really explain why she would not want to even be around you, if that's what it looks like.
Yeah, and I can take her on a real date, but anyway, I need your help to sort of figure this out. I'm really hoping to get a second date because I really liked her.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right, cool.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sean is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Erica. They actually are in class together and they went out on a date to 7-Eleven. They just bought a bunch of stuff, went to a park and drank some really crappy alcohol. Yeah. But he says it was a great time. And then she left, gave him a hug. But since then, apparently she said she's been going through something and she won't even sit next to him in class. So he's confused why she doesn't want to hang out with him again. Hey, Sean, since you guys are like in class together, have you tried maybe, pulling out the chair for her and then pulling it all the way out when she's about to sit down so she falls down, or maybe like going out, getting on the teeter-totter and, getting on one side and then just getting off so that she slams down on the ground? That seems like a a good, effective way to do that in that situation.
Yeah, it's cool crap.
You know, show her you like her. Yeah, you know, maybe throw some paper at the back of her head while you're in
really
class.
good.
You know, something like that.
Cut her ponytail off?
Yeah,
like,
roll
where are
the
we
shirt.
going to
It
end
was
here?
not like that. I think we're a little too old for that.
I don't know. Give it a shot, man. All right, I'm about to dial her phone number right now. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, well, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes, this is.
Hey, Erica, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Thank you for asking. You wondering why a radio station is calling you right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured you might be. I'm calling you today because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Oh.
His name is Sean.
Oh. Okay.
You ever heard of a second date update before?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know about it.
Okay.
So you guys are the ones who do that?
Yeah, we do that on the show. What it is where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not wanting to see them again after, they can email us and we'll get you on the phone and ask why. So Sean emailed us because he's confused. He says that you guys had a great time together, but now you're not really talking to him and you also don't even sit in the same area as him anymore in your class.
Yeah.
Okay, and Sean is wondering if he did something wrong on his date.
No, he didn't do anything wrong on the date. The date was really fun. We're both students right now, and obviously funds are short. So he had this idea. He's like, we're going to do a wine tasting.
Yeah, he told us all about your date. And it sounded like kind of like a fun thing to do. Even if you weren't broke, it just kind of sounded fun and quirky. But
I love wine, and I even want to do it. I'm like, that actually sounds like a great idea that I will be doing this Saturday night.
did he do something?
No, he didn't do anything. I'm going through a really difficult time with something in my life right now, and I have some drama going on, and I needed time to not date or like have someone texting me every single day.
Told him, he told us that you texted him and you're going through a difficult time. I'm like, dude, give the woman some space.
Yeah, and like he's very sweet, but he just kept persisting and kept on bugging, and it's like I have some drama going on with my girlfriend, and he like wouldn't back off, and so that kind of turns me off. It's like, can you just listen and respect my wishes?
Okay.
So probably us calling you for him is even sexier.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you have something serious going on. I don't want to really like keep prying about that because I don't want you to treat us just like you did him and stop talking to us. But would you mind at least like maybe telling him that this is the reason you're not talking to him is because you're dealing with something right now?
But she already told him that.
Yeah, I guess, when I see him in class, I could just tell him then,
Yeah. Or you could do it now because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. What do you think about that?
Wait, what?
Surprise.
Yeah. Sean is on the other line listening.
Are you serious?
Not bugging
Yes,
you
I
at
am.
all. Yeah.
Hey, Erica.
Sorry.
Hi. You just don't give up, do ya?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be weird or anything, but I want to know what's going on in your life. I mean, I care for you, Erica, and I'm worried about you.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that, but, I'm just dealing with enough from my friend and my mother.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just that I haven't heard from you in a while, and I really do care for you, Erica, and I want to be here for you. You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on with you.
Erica, are you annoyed by this, or do you think it's sweet? Where do you stand right now?
I understand that his intentions are pure, but I'm going through the worst thing ever right now, so...
Well, it's like, don't you want to respect her boundaries? Like, she's obviously set them.
Yeah, of course. The last thing I want is for you to feel uncomfortable, Erica. I'm a really good listener. So if you ever do want to talk about it, I'm here. I just want to let you know that.
I mean, he's a really good listener who doesn't understand that you already told him that you had something going on in text message and that you weren't available for a relationship.
Can you just tell me, Erica, is it like a death in the family? Because I understand what that's like.
No, it's not that.
That's good.
Okay. I'm glad that no one died or anything. Is it like your parents got divorced?
Sean, I think the point is she doesn't want you to press her into talking about it.
You're just going down the list of possible scenarios?
Look, okay, fine. It's just my best friend, who I've known since I was 2 years old, is getting married, okay? And I'm also very close with my mother, and my best friend has been close to my family for years, like family vacations together and everything. And she didn't invite my mom to her wedding, but she invited our other friend's mom, who she's only known for like 5 years, to the wedding.
What?
Oh.
That's what you're going through?
Wait, your mom didn't get an invite to your best friend's wedding? I mean, I'm not trying to downplay your problems, but that's the big thing that you're dealing with?
Yeah. Do you know, like, how insulting that is to my mother? Like, she's been a part of the family for years, and then she didn't invite my mom to the wedding, but she invited our other friend's mom. So there, Sean, now you know. Now you know what you've been pressing me about, and I hope you feel good about yourself.
Wait. You told me that you were going through a difficult time in your life. Like really difficult.
Yeah. This is difficult. It's a very difficult time.
But I just want to get it straight. Your mom wasn't invited to a wedding?
I like how we're all repeating it.
I know.
No, hey, you got to be fair, though. I mean, everybody deals with things differently, and this is hard on Erica.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, and I understand, and I just want to be here for you. But that's kind of silly, right? I mean, that's kind of...
What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
It is not silly. Imagine that you were going to go to, like, your best friend's wedding, and then your dad wasn't invited. You know, like, you'd probably be upset about it.
Well, yeah, maybe for like 2 minutes, but I was expecting something a lot more devastating than that.
Well, I'm sorry that my version of devastation doesn't meet your standards, okay? But I'm actually going through something really difficult right now. And this is exactly why I didn't tell you, is because I knew that you wouldn't understand, and now here you are, like, giving me shit about it on the radio.
Okay.
Like, who does that
Okay,
anyways, okay?
I get it. I'm sorry. Okay, I get it.
I get it. Oh, my God. Hey, but you know what? Lucky for you, Erica, that this is the worst thing you're dealing with. You live a very charmed life.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, Brooke.
I think it's supposed to mean that, you know, that's like, yeah.
Then good on you.
Yeah.
This is a big thing. Why is everyone treating you like this isn't a big issue? Like, this isn't a big deal or something, okay?
No.
It is.
I agree with you, Erica. This is the worst thing happening in the world right now. I can't believe it.
At least Jubal understands.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, you're all sitting there laughing, and you're not even thinking about my poor mother who's sitting at home all by herself, crying every night, wondering what she did.
No, I feel you. I feel you. There's like a Saturday out there where your mom doesn't have plans and other people do. I feel you. That is horrible,
I'm
Erica.
starting to feel bad. I am. I'm starting to feel bad for you.
I'm trying not to
Oh, my
laugh.
God. Erica, it's just perspective. That's all we're saying. Get some perspective here.
Here's some perspective. You guys are all assholes, okay?
Whoa.
Bye.
No.
Did she hang up?
I think she's gone. I think she's gone.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Sean, I didn't even get to ask, but I'll just do it now since
Oh,
she's
my
not
gosh.
here. Would you like to go out with Sean on a second date, Erica? We'll pay for it.
Date to the wedding?
She's not answering. I think that's a no, Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Wow.
How are you feeling right now about that?
I'm sort of having a difficult time deciding this now.
Yes.
Thank God you're okay. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What? Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because we got an email from a friend of yours who's very concerned. Well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, actually.
Yeah.
His name is Adam, and you apparently went out with him last night.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why. Normally, people wait like a couple weeks or a month to email us, but he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because apparently you walked out of your date crying last night, and he has no idea why.
I told him that he should wait a little bit longer because you're probably embarrassed.
No, I'm not really embarrassed. I mean, you really want to get into it?
You're not embarrassed to break down in tears when talking about Greek yogurt? And then,
Oh, he told you what we were talking about?
yeah, he said that he thought everything was going well until the topic of yogurt came along. And he brought up the fact that he enjoys playing Greek yogurt. And that's when you started to cry and then left.
I mean, it's just something I do.
Wait, what do you mean?
Something
It's
you
like
do.
every time you go to the grocery store and you walk by the aisle, you're just in tears?
No, it has
really nothing to do with Greek yogurt. It's just this thing I do, like, if I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the date. I was kind of over it. And I just decided, like, I'm just going to start crying, and he'll freak out, and he won't want to touch it after that. And so I just left.
What? You're using crying as an out on a date?
You can just do that?
It works, because so many guys just don't know what to do, and they don't want to deal with it. They think I'm crazy.
No, that's actually a really good idea. If you were to just start crying on a date and be like, I have to go, I'd be like, I'm not going to argue with that. Get out of here. Go do whatever it is that you have to do.
Yeah, guys don't want to deal with it. They think that there's something wrong with you. You're fragile, you're crazy, and they just don't want to deal with it.
Oh my
You're
God,
you're like an evil genius.
It works.
But why didn't you like your date so much? I mean, he sounded like a really nice guy.
Nice? I mean, not really. He wasn't really that nice. I actually thought he was kind of a pig.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Like, what kind of a pig? Well, there's different levels of pig. I mean,
What do you say? Like potbelly? Is that what you want to
well,
know?
I mean, did you feel like he was just disheveled and dirty? Did you feel like he was like, unkempt? Did you feel like there was another part of him that was like a male chauvinist pig? There's all kinds of pigs.
You do bring up. No, he brings up a good point.
Definitely chauvinist.
Chauvinist. Okay.
Sexist.
He's sex. What did he do that was sexist?
We were talking about things in school, and I was talking about how, like, I went to school for like math, and he said, "Oh wow, most girls aren't good at math. That's really cool."
Oh yeah.
Like, stupid.
Yeah, that is
Most
dumb.
girls aren't good at math. That is pretty stupid because every girl that I cheated off of in high school to get to pre-algebra was really good at math.
To get to pre-algebra.
Yeah.
Those
And
sixth
and
graders
as a-
I was cheating off of
they
when
were-
I was a junior.
They were 8th graders and I was a senior.
Okay,
And most of them were female and they were really good at math. And me being a man, I was terrible at it. So I would never say that.
Did you tell him that you were offended by him saying that?
I let that one go for a second. I was like, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we started talking about cars, and like I was saying how I had to get a repair on my car, and I was talking to the mechanic, and he was like thinking that I couldn't handle myself at a mechanic shop, and why didn't you do it? And you want me to help you? Girls are always victims at these things, and I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't blame you for pulling the crying card at this point.
Yes, it's like, after all that, then we were talking about careers and work, and then he said, you're so pretty, you don't need to work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at that point I was like, he already thinks I'm some fragile little girl, so let me just let the tears flow.
Yeah. I know. In his mind, he's like, there it is. I knew she was a woman deep down. Good at math, good at cars, whatever. I knew the tears were going to come. That's all right, sweetheart. Kristen, thank you for telling us a little bit about why you weren't calling Adam back and why you fake cried in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, though, that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how can you fake crying to get out of something you don't want to deal with?
I mean, you're going to be clueless about the things that you say. Like, it's just going to get all ugly and awkward. Because I was getting irritated, and I don't want to let my bad side come out and start putting you in your place.
Oh.
Listen, I mean, I'm just trying to give you compliments, and the response is to, like, lie about it and make me worried about you?
Compliment? You think that's a compliment? You were saying that I'm smart for a girl. Like,
Oh my God.
that is not cool. What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I was telling you how smart you were.
For a girl, like, do you not see how you're coming across? It's so chauvinist and sexist. No girls like that.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I really do think you're smart for a girl.
Oh my God, Adam!
The point
Do you not
is-
realize in saying that you're
Yeah.
saying that all men are smarter than women?
What? No, there's guy smart and girl smart. There's two different kinds of people.
Oh my! Are you like you're ignorant?
So wait, I'm confused. Like, you're gonna say that guys and girls just aren't like naturally wired differently? Guys kind of have, they're predisposed to math, and if a girl's smart at it, then great. I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing.
No. The only reason men excel at math and science is because they're actually pushed into those fields and encouraged to do those things. Where we live in an antiquated society where for years females have been told that they can't do that stuff.
I guess that's kind of my point. So that's exactly right. Like, I'm a guy, so I have to be good at math and science. But if I'm the prettiest person, I can be a pretty girl, and things can come to you. It's just kind of it's like lucky that she's that way. I wish I didn't have to do the things I have to do.
Adam, do you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth? You sound like a total moron.
You sound more than a moron. You sound someone who is legitimately living back in 1950.
Dude, I feel like I need help. I have two women attacking me and all these guys just listening. Like, guys, I thought you'd be there to help. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're on your own on this one. Yeah. You hung yourself out to dry a long time ago. You can deal with that. I'm good. I can watch.
The other guy guys in the room actually believe in, I don't know, equality. It's a weird concept that some people buy into.
Listen, I believe in equality too, but between men and women, things are just different. Some things girls just have easier because they're pretty.
But not all pretty women just get money thrown at them. It doesn't work that way.
Well, some do.
Well,
I mean, let's be honest, there are some that do. There are some pretty dudes that get money thrown at them, too. I don't know how they do it. I am jealous of all of pretty people for getting money thrown at them.
That's rare.
But Adam, you can see why she didn't really like your date, can't you?
I don't know. I guess we're just not a good match because I don't think I did anything wrong.
And that's a problem. That right there is exactly the problem.
Oh my God, Adam, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, that sounds like you might be interested in going out with him again, Kristen. I'm not as smart as a girl,
No, you're
but
not.
I am picking up on a vibe. Would you like to go out with Adam one more time on a second date? We will pay for it.
Definitely not.
But we'll pay for it. I have the money
Thank
that you
God.
might not have,
Yeah,
Kristen.
because us little women, how could we ever make ends meet?
can't say no to
Oh
that.
no, I don't want to get money thrown at me because I'm pretty.
Well, I'll throw it your way if you want to go out with Adam again.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Adam. I tried to get you a second date there.
It doesn't sound like it.
What are you talking about? I tried to appeal to her womanly sensibilities of wanting to get money for free, and it didn't work.
Whatever. I'm done with this.
All right. Well,
Too bad.
regardless, thank you for emailing us to do a second date update, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to turn to you guys for help again.
He's stubborn like a typical man.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Kelly.
Club bouncer that you have in your...
I just don't want to know what you think about Twitter.
I mean,
Oh, Twitter's disgusting now.
yeah, okay.
Like, hey, what's up? Welcome to Twitter. Nobody really comes in here much, but come on in. I think we got some bottles lying around here somewhere or something. That's Twitter. Instagram is much cooler.
There's a back room somewhere.
Yeah. Don't get me started on MySpace.
Oh.
Toss you a syringe right when you walk
Yeah.
in. But
Wow.
the people met on Instagram. I'm talking about Russ, and the girl's name is Jessie. I think that's what his email said. Russ, what's up? How are you?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's
Hey,
up, dude?
welcome.
You guys clowning me or what?
I don't know.
No, we're clowning Instagram more than anything else, or just social media in general.
Jubal's just weird.
I probably deserve it.
No. Okay, so you met the girl you want to call today
Can't
on
go to the bottle
Instagram.
service. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you met her on Instagram.
Pretty funny. Yeah.
Did you have mutual friends, or were you just stalking?
No, like I'm a workout dude. You know, I was posting some photos of my workout, and like, you know, in the gym community, we all kind of like
Yeah,
tag stuff.
you guys are super active.
Huge.
Yeah, hey, you know, it's whatever. So I was checking out this hashtag FitLife, you know, just kind of seeing who I can just check out.
Fit life.
Yeah.
FitLife. And so I found this girl, Jessie, and she's super hot and she's super fit. And I was like, oh man, this girl's like, I'm down, right? And so I just started following her and, you know, liking her photos and whatnot, and then reached out and messaged her. I'm like, hey, like, you're hot and we have the same interests and like, let's get together.
Sounds like a beautiful
Yeah.
romantic message.
Yeah.
How gym people talk?
Yeah.
Tell me you put like a water emoji in there too, the little water drop emoji.
There's lots of flexing, yeah.
Oh, the bicep emoji?
You do sound like a wordsmith, sir. You really do. What did she say back?
She was like, thanks for reaching out. Like, I love your photos. I'm like, I love your photos. And we had like a little love fest going on. And I decided, like, let's meet up. And so I basically asked her out on a date via Instagram.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I thought, let's meet at my gym.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I mean,
guys like
perfect.
to do a workout together?
Yeah, like I go to this really cool gym. I'm like, you know, it's a huge part of my life and it's a part of her life. And I'm like, this might be a great way to kind of size each other up and hang out.
yeah, if you guys both love working
Yeah.
out, that's actually a really good idea for a date.
I bet she was excited about it.
Yeah. So we met up and it was great. She was hot, super strong and fit and looked great. And we just traded off workouts. Like I'd do some reps of this and she would suggest we go to this and that. And we just swap, you know, to different machines.
And did you have time to like actually talk to each other too?
Yeah, we have like loads of stuff in common and we're just kind of cracking up. And it was fun. It wasn't like some dead serious workout. It was like fun and light.
You should have just had those big, like, over-the-ear Beats headphones on and not talked to her, been one of those guys.
I'm like, silence.
Did it seem like she had fun too?
Yeah, I mean, she was into it. And at one point, I had this idea. I'm like, how much do you weigh? Like, let me bench press you. And then she was going to try to bench press me. That didn't work. But I bench pressed her, and we did like a live Instagram like story of me bench pressing her. And,
Okay.
You know,
That's gym love.
Yeah, that is. You see that.
Did you use
quite
that
often.
hashtag? That's a good hashtag. Hashtag gym love.
Gym love.
Yeah.
Yeah. After hashtag fit life.
Dude, if you guys hook up, you're gonna be that couple on Instagram. It's always like you're doing pull-ups with her like wrapped around you, and she's doing pull-ups. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. I hope this works out for you.
Dude, that would be like a dream come true.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, I've always wanted to meet a girl that was this into fitness.
Yeah.
Because none of my friends are as into it as me, but I met this girl, and I'm like, she's more into it. I mean, like, we were like a perfect couple.
So this is like your dream girl, basically, is what I'm hearing.
She's total dream girl. Like, I never meet anyone like this.
Okay. How did everything end?
Like, she heads to the locker room, I head to the locker room. I'm like, meet me outside, we'll grab a smoothie afterwards, and we'll, like, go for a walk and just, you know.
Okay.
So I go into the locker room, and I shower, change, come back, no sign of her.
What?
I'm like, okay, damn. Well, she's taking a while. Fair
Yeah.
enough. And so I grabbed the lady at the reception desk, and I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go into the women's locker room and just check on her, like, make sure everything's cool? Because it was like 15, 20 minutes. Like, time had passed, right?
Right.
And she comes out and says, she's not there, man.
What?
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was standing here the whole time. Like, how could I have missed her? And she's like, there's nobody in there.
Whoa. Either she ditched you, or it was your dream girl, and you were imagining the whole thing, doing some really weird workouts by yourself.
Oh my god, Jubal got to the bottom of it.
I never thought of that.
Maybe she had some sort of emergency, though.
I thought at least I would get a text message, at least I get a call or something. Like, I reached out to her, no response.
Wow. How long has it been now?
I don't know. It's been like 5 days.
5 or 6
Has
days.
she
Okay, that's a long
been
time.
updating her Instagram feed?
Yeah, she has. I mean, I've watched her.
Okay.
Okay, so she's
Wow.
safe and fine.
She's alive.
Definitely doing good. Okay, well,
She's alive.
well, play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right, man.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the cycling class and second date update. My name is Dylan. I'll be your instructor today.
Oh my god.
First of all, before we get started, I want to thank everybody coming out to my new cycling gym. It's a cycling gym where we stay on our seats the whole time. It's called Sit and Spin. And I thank you for coming out because we're going to push it to the extreme today with your second date update spin class.
Oh my god, I really honestly feel like I've taken class from you before. I'm not even lying.
You in the back there, Brooke. I don't see you pushing hard enough, Brooke. Remember, sit on that seat. Don't get off that seat. This is Sit and Spin. This is Sit and Spin where you sit down the whole class.
Even though I'm not even sweating, I'm still cursing you
I
in
know.
my head.
They always
like, shut up, you.
focus on somebody.
Don't call me out.
You were there laughing in the background. Get to spinning. I don't see you spinning. If you don't spin, I'm going to come over there and beat you with a baseball bat. Oh, sorry. Got a little aggressive on that. I was getting a little angry. Why?
Flashbacks, man.
Why am I doing that? Because the guy on the phone for a second date update today, his name is Russ. He didn't meet the girl at a spin class, but he did go to the gym with her. He met her on Instagram. They're both fitness people, so they decided to work out together. He thought it went awesome, but when they were done working out, she went to shower up. He went to shower up, and then she disappeared.
Yeah.
She was just gone, and he hasn't heard from her in about a week, so we're going to call her and find out why she ditched him. All right, Russ, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm kind of worried about this one because you say that she's your dream girl, and she is obviously saying she wants nothing to do with you.
I'm hoping that it's just some sort of misunderstanding. I didn't know she was, like, mad at, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Like, I like your positive thinking, Russ.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine anything else. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Like, there has to be a reason, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure it out. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jessie, please?
This is she.
Hey, what's up, Jessie? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yes.
Jesse.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the whole show, actually. What's
Hi.
up?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh, sweet.
thanks.
While you're at the gym,
Yeah, how did you know that?
follow you on Instagram, #FitLife.
No, you do not.
No.
You're going to see me like every photo of yours?
She would know if
Yeah.
you followed her.
I would definitely know.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling you today, Jessie. First of all, thank you for listening. Appreciate it. But somebody emailed us about you for a second date update.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm assuming well, I don't know when you listen, but do you listen to the second date updates?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, so you know what they are.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen eventually.
Oh, you did?
What?
Are you, like, not calling a lot of guys back?
No, I've just been on like a lot of bad dates.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're like, at some point,
It was a numbers game.
I'm going to be on the radio show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then do you have any idea who would have emailed us to call you?
Is it Kevin? It's probably Kevin.
No, it's not Kevin.
Oh, but Kevin, he
It's
sounds
somebody
like the
else.
worst.
Yeah.
It's not Kevin?
No, it's not.
Oh, God. Okay, that was a really bad one.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe this one won't be that bad. His name is Russ.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, other guys were worse than that, so this is actually good.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, maybe we can get you on for those other guys, too. Is there anybody that you want to call?
No, not at the moment. No.
All right. Well, Russ told us that you guys worked out together, and then you ditched him after the workout.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
But that's kind of, I mean, even if you weren't attracted to him, he sounded like a nice guy. It's a rude move just to ditch him at the end of a date.
No, he was a nice guy. We're just not on the same level.
Not on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay.
like, again, rude to just leave at the end of a date.
Well, the date was over.
No, he said that he was getting you a smoothie and that, you know, there's like that wrap-up thing, like whether you're going to do it again or not. And
No, I mean, I stayed for the workout. We did our thing, and there was no need for, like, a wrap-up at the end. I knew there wasn't a future there, so.
Okay. And hopefully he would be able to pick up on your hint of ditching
Wow.
him. I got it. Was there anything that he did wrong to make you just want to leave like that?
He's just a prototypical meathead.
Well,
You mean like just protein shakes, meal prep, gym? That's it? That's all he cares
Yeah,
about?
like gym bro, yeah.
but what did you expect? I mean, you met over the hashtag FitLife.
I expected somebody who was into fitness.
And he's not? We talked to him. It sounds like he is.
Not in the way that I am.
I don't get
Can
it.
you explain better?
Russ is all about his upper body. Like, he does not work out his legs, and I don't respect that.
Wait, what?
I've heard of
Wait,
Okay, so-
are you, wait.
So Russ skips leg days.
Yes.
I don't know if Russ has ever done a leg day in his life.
What?
So wait, is that unattractive? Like he doesn't have muscly legs and you don't think it's attractive?
Like, my 4-year-old niece has bigger calves than he does. So, no, I don't think it's attractive. It's actually a huge turnoff to have this completely imbalanced, like, physique.
Okay.
So you don't respect bros who don't do leg day.
No, not at all. Like, you can't just focus on bicep curls. You actually have to do, like, a leg press
Hey,
or, like...
can I chime in here for a second?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey.
yeah, I forgot about this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Jesse,
though?
Yeah.
Russ is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
I don't skip leg days, by the way.
So your legs are just disproportionate, even though you work them out.
Wow. I work out my legs all the time. I'm a hard gainer. Okay, it takes me a long time to get gains. Okay, in my legs.
Okay, look, Russ, I'm sorry if, like, I have offended you. Like, your upper body looks great. Like, from the waist up, completely ripped, completely toned and lean. But the leg thing just turns me off.
Okay, yeah, sure, my legs could be bigger. That's fine. But, I mean, they're sculpted. Okay, I work in these. My quads are beautiful, actually.
Just the lower
They
leg.
need a little development. You're right. I appreciate it, okay? It's a note, duly noted. But that doesn't mean you need to ditch me after a really cool date, just vanishing into thin air.
It wasn't that great of a date. Like, you just wanted to do curls and, like, overhead press the entire time. Like, I was trying to get you on leg machines, like some actual heavyweight leg exercises, and you wouldn't even do it.
It was a buys and tries day. I'm not going to put all my effort into my legs.
Well, I
do a
was
little
trying to
bit
help
of-
you out.
then what's
You
the
said
next
you're a hard
day?
gainer, so you got to work them extra.
Look, I'm a trainer, okay? I do this for a living, so I think I know how to work out my own legs.
Bro, stop. I was a trainer for a long time, a very good one, and so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, then you would understand we're doing buys and tries, so...
Are we just having
This is my favorite discussion ever, I think.
trading fight right now? Is that what we're having?
Apparently. Jesse, it's true. I work out my legs twice a week, okay? And sorry that's not evident for you.
Okay, well, then you need to do them every other day and maybe eat some more food or something because, like...
Whoa.
you
Do
don't-
not insult my meal prep, okay?
Is that something
Man,
to
it's-
even insult?
Sounds like you just got heated.
Okay, I'm sure that your meal prep is on point. We're just on a
it's
different
very
level.
on point. Thank you very much. I put a lot of prep into this. I eat clean, okay? I get all my macros. I do not need a lecture about my diet from you, okay?
Okay, well,
I get all my
sorry you're having.
macros. I'm a hard gainer. I told you that.
I heard you. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble adding mass to your legs, but I'm not the one who's going to help you out with that.
I don't know.
I don't know whose side to be on. I don't know if someone's being mean or not.
Do we somehow go into Spanish? I don't know.
What are
Hey,
macros?
So
I'm not into guys that look like a triangle, like an upside down triangle.
Okay.
A triangle? Okay, you weren't saying that when I was bench pressing you, when you were staring at my body, when you were liking all my pics.
Well, during the workout, I was trying to just be polite, and with the pics, you must have just really gotten a good angle because I couldn't tell.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, are your feelings hurt right now, Russ?
Of course. Did you hear what she said about my leg? How would you feel?
I don't think it would bother me as much, but I know that you're like you said, it takes a long time for you to get muscle in your legs. So,
Do you have any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
No. I mean, maybe.
Jesse, do you have
tried.
any idea what it's like being a hard gainer?
Yeah, I have a few friends who are hard gainers, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just genetically blessed, I guess.
Wow.
Wow, lucky you.
Jesse, I mean, I feel like you're kind of rude still. You left him. You're making fun of his legs. Do you feel bad at all?
No, I don't feel bad. Like, I was polite through the date. I finished the workout, and then I left. Like, I'm not going to waste time on that. Like, I told you, I don't respect anyone who doesn't work out their legs.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I work out my legs. How many times do I have to tell you I squat 250?
Whoa, man, this is getting way too heated. I just have to. I'm gonna ask Jesse before this gets out of control. Would you like to go out on a second date with Russ, Jesse? We will pay for it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't thought you were gonna say
Good luck
no.
with your hard gains.
Wow.
That's good. That's good. I like this. I like where this is going because every competitor needs fuel for competition. Okay. And Jesse, keep looking at my Instagram and check out those legs, and you'll see the gains I'm making because of you. All right?
Okay. I'll be watching.
Jesse, if Russ gets some more gains in his legs, would you go out with him again?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Whoa.
Well, get ready to believe, okay? Hashtag leg day every day.
Oh, damn.
Dang, no
No, he didn't just throw that down.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text message at 78592 says, that was really rude of her, but I do agree you shouldn't just focus on one body part in the gym. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. Russ wanted to call Jesse. They met on Instagram because he saw her post something under the hashtag FitLife.
Yeah.
And their first date was a workout. We got her on the phone to find out why she wasn't calling him back. And it's because Russ apparently skips leg days. And he doesn't have the legs that it takes to date Jesse.
You know, though, after this call, he is so self-conscious.
Oh, yeah.
All
for
that
sure.
man is doing his legs right now.
Oh, yeah. And I thought people would be calling her rude, but pretty much everybody texting in is like, I agree. It's disgusting when you go to the gym and your legs are tiny, bro.
I've never been to the gym. I had no idea leg day was such a big deal.
He made a comment about being able to squat 250, and everybody's piling on that, too. Like, I have a 78-year-old grandpa who can squat 250, bro.
We have a lot of fit people listening to the show, apparently.
I had no idea.
That are in a...
Marcus, please.
This is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. How you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
This is who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Is there something I could do for you?
Yes, there is, actually. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from somebody that you went on a date with. Her name is Amy, and she's a listener to our show. And she told us about an evening that you guys shared together, but now she's not getting a call back from you. So she wanted me to call and see if I could find out if she did something wrong.
Who are you talking about?
Amy? Whoa. You apparently met her at a movie theater and then went back to your place and messed around?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's ringing a bell.
So you remember Amy. We talked to her about, your the time that you hung out. I guess I can't really call it a date because it's kind of just, you guys met and then went hang out and had drinks. But she's wondering why you're not calling her back because she's also told us that she tried to text you 2 or 3 times and you haven't responded.
I don't know about Amy,
Are you just not interested?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's my thing. Like I'm a pretty busy dude, you know.
Okay. So there's no specific reason.
Well, like when I met her, she seemed pretty cool and pretty open to whatever, you know, and like we went out and had a good time, and I thought she was DTW, you know, and she just wasn't.
I think maybe some people need an explanation on that.
DTW?
Wait, I don't know what the W is.
Yeah, I
though.
know DTF. I don't know
Yeah.
DTW.
It's down to whatever, you know.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, are you not calling her back because she didn't sleep with you that night?
You know, like, things were getting hot, and we were like trying some things, and I pulled out some syrup just to, you know, play around, and I don't know if she got weird about it or what, but she didn't want to do it. And
Wait,
so I
what
was
do you
like,
mean? What do you mean syrup? like pancake syrup?
You guys never used syrup before? Like syrup, just regular syrup, like you put on pancakes and stuff.
It's not one of my signature moves, Marcus.
Yeah, well, you should try it.
Did she say just like no?
She kind of just like everything kind of stopped. Then you could tell she wasn't into it, and like I'm definitely not the type of guy to force syrup on somebody.
Yeah, you're not just gonna dump syrup all over it. That's good. I think that's a good way to be, Marcus.
Yes.
Most people just don't want syrup dumped all over their body unless they're a willing participant. So you think that she's like just not a good time?
I just think, you know, maybe she's a little closed-minded or whatever, or she just hasn't experienced much life
Did you-
or something. Or
Did you at least give her like a warning before you went to the kitchen and got the syrup?
well, yeah, I got up, left, I came back with syrup, and like I started to undo the top, you know, and like it's pretty obvious what's going to go down after that.
Yeah.
And you could tell she was just getting real awkward about it, and like she wasn't kissing me anymore or anything. So I was like, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna put the syrup away.
So you think she's closed-minded and kind of prudish because she wouldn't let you pour syrup on her body the first time you hung out?
Yeah, she's just, you know, she's conservative. That's
feel
what
like-
it's not for me. Like I like experimenting and doing different stuff. It's just my thing, and it's not everybody's thing. So.
Yeah, but it's different if you like to have a conversation maybe leading up to it, like, hey, you want to try something, and then you go into it. Like the surprise syrup is a little much, I think, for anybody to handle.
Well, let me put it this way. I've been with girls that are into syrup before, and you just know.
You can tell a girl that's into syrup from a mile away. Hey, Marcus.
Oh my god.
Marcus, let me ask you this. If she was down to have syrup poured on her body, which is apparently your thing, would you be willing to go out with her again?
Like, would I hang out with her again?
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't want it to be all about the syrup. Oh, now she wants syrup on her, and so now I'm cool with it.
Well, I think
syrup expectations.
I think it would be good for us to find out from Amy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to call her back, you know?
You don't have to, because she's actually on the phone listening.
She's on the phone right now?
Yep.
Hey, Marcus.
What up?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on. I'm sorry.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm really shocked. It's not that I'm a prude or anything, but I didn't even want to go all the way. I kind of
using
have...
syrup isn't going all the way, but like I just don't want to have to worry about like, hey, is this okay? And then is that okay? And then like I just kind of want to go with the feel, and wherever, you know, if the experience takes us, we just go with it, you know?
Yeah, totally. I'm like that too, but it kind of threw me for a loop since we first met, you know, like, I don't even know where you went to high school, like, you know, or
Yeah, usually you want to find out where someone went to high school, and then you bring the syrup into the mix.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really know you that well. It's not that I'm closed off to experiences, but I want to be comfortable with the person I'm with.
Yeah, but all I did was pull out a little bit of syrup, and you seem to get like real closed off real quick. And how else do you want me to read that? Like, okay, she's not into this stuff. She's not into syrup. Got it. Moving on.
I'm open-minded. I'm not conservative.
Well,
Like, I've done marshmallow fluff. Hello?
Wow.
I told you.
Finding out a lot about you two.
Freaky.
I don't know. I thought you were cool, Amy. Like, you're cool.
I am
but
cool. I am totally cool. I mean, if you get to know me maybe a little more, then we can bring out the syrup.
Oh my God, that's the line of the day.
Marcus, would you like to go out with Amy again? I will pay for a second date for you guys. I'm not paying for your syrup. You buy your own syrup for this date.
Don't worry. I always have some in stock, believe me.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you probably do. Would you like to go out with Amy again? We'll pay for a second date.
You'll pay for it. I'm down. I'm down to hang out again, Amy.
All right.
Awesome. We're going to have a really good time.
Yeah. I bet you guys are.
Hello?
Hi, is this Bryce?
I'm okay.
The first thing that comes to my mind is you're like a gold digger dating a 92-year-old Alzheimer's patient.
Oh, I hope that's true.
You're into old
No. The guy, I went on a date with a guy who volunteers there.
Oh, he's
okay.
a good person.
How'd you meet him?
Well, okay, we met on an app, and he was funny, and we got along. Like he plays a bunch of team sports, like he does a bunch of like those kind of leagues, and I do too, and it's fun. So we kind of talked about that stuff, and
Okay.
we think we may have played each other before.
That's
so
awesome.
It's kind of funny.
Okay.
So how did he strike up the idea to go on a date at the retirement home?
Well, that wasn't it. He was like, "Let's meet up," and he just said a street corner.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's scary. You meet a dude on an app and he's like, just meet me at the corner of whatever and whatever.
I mean, pretty much, but I didn't read it like that,
Oh, okay.
like that's when he texted us, so it didn't sound creepy at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he wanted to surprise me, and I was up for it, so.
Yeah, because surprises can be fun.
Yeah.
They can also be scary.
Yeah.
Either one.
Remember
But
that.
this turned out to be a fun surprise, huh?
Yeah. So we first met up, and we walked for a bit, and then he just said, "I'm going to bring you somewhere." So I was like, okay, and I thought, well, we're going to a restaurant or something. And instead, that's when he took me to a retirement home. And I was like, oh,
What?
okay. Yeah, he said he volunteers there sometimes, and then I was like skeptical, like that this was going to be fun at all. Like I just thought it was going to be lame.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Yeah.
and he's going to try to teach me something or whatever, and like a life lesson.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
change diapers.
But did he know all the, was he friends with all the old people in there?
Yes, yeah, it turned out to be sort of cool. Like,
Okay, so he's there all
I
the
would-
time.
I would fall instantly in love with him.
Really?
Oh my God, old people are so cute, and like
They're cute, but the smell.
someone
Yeah.
who volunteers and
They're cute when they're
befriends them-
contained.
Oh, you guys!
When they're contained, when they're not like out walking in your way or screwing up
No.
airport lines,
feel
things
like
like that. Yeah, if
feel
you
like
keep
little-
them in a confined space, old people can be very,
You guys are awful.
very nice. So, did you enjoy the retirement home?
yeah, I mean, my grandfather passed away pretty recently, and it kind of reminded me of him, and that was cute, and I don't know. And he was sweet. Like, Corey was sweet. He was nice to them. They really got him, and we ate dinner with them. Like, it was a wholesome time. Like, we played card games. It was all, like, but we had one kind of awkward moment, and it was, like, this woman who lives there. She was like, "Are you boyfriend and girlfriend?" And we sort of said, "No, this is kind of our first date." And she was like, "Well, you should kiss." So
Yeah,
What?
Granny.
Whoa.
Yeah, she wanted some action.
They're
Yeah.
feisty
No,
over
they
there.
are fighting. You've heard about the STD reports
Yeah,
of these
they
senior
have
citizens' home. They're
lot
there for
there.
a reason.
Apparently, you got to watch her
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that retirement home. So, did you guys make out in front of him?
no, I mean, it was just sort of this awkward peck on the cheek,
Oh, cute.
And then the lady, she clapped.
Oh, that is kind of
That's really sweet. Why was that awkward, though?
It was just like, like, "Are you boyfriend and girl?" It was just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't
can see
know.
that part.
And you've never
Yeah.
kissed, and it's like, kiss each other.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then being forced to kiss with old peering eyes
Yeah.
looking at you.
So was that the most uncomfortable moment of the evening?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. And then when we were leaving, he walked me back to my car, and he kissed me for real.
Aw.
Cool.
Oh.
And that old lady popped up from the car seat in the back and was like, yeah, good job.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd really get after it.
Yeah.
Take off his shirt.
No.
No, she says no. How was the kiss?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't like a big thing, but it was just really nice. It was like first date. kiss.
Okay.
Got it.
But now it's been a week, and he's, like, we're texting here and there, but he's not asking me out again.
Okay, and if you tried to, like, hint, or have you asked him out?
No, but it just feels kind of, like, I've been here before, like, you know, when you're on these apps, like, you go out like it's your job, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, and I can tell that he's not really in any hurry to go out again. Like, something's off, and I don't know what that is, so that's why I wanted you guys to help me find out, like, what's up.
And you were kind and excited about all the old people, right? Because maybe this is like some sort of test that he does with women to see.
Well, it could be, but at the same time, like, it was just so nice. Like, we just kind of hung out and played cards and, like, talked about stuff, and it was just really...
It was easy.
Yeah. There wasn't any, like, in the back of my mind now I'm thinking, was that a test? I don't know, but I don't think so. It just didn't, it seemed like it was just like, this is something that's important to him.
But you were good with the old folks. You didn't try to, like, fight one of them.
No.
All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us, Kara is on the phone, and Kara told us all about her first date with a dude named Corey. They spent it in heaven's waiting room.
Oh my gosh! Don't say it like
Well,
that.
I mean, that's a nice thing.
Otherwise,
Take a number.
known as a rest home.
Yeah.
Because Corey, I guess, the dude that she went out with, volunteers at that rest home, and he wanted to take her on a date there so they could spend time with some of the people that live there, and they just hung out, had dinner, played cards, and she said it was actually a lot of fun. And Kara, I don't want you to blow this. I want you to get a second date. I really do.
Okay.
Why are you so invested?
Well, because, Kara, you have an opportunity here that I don't think you realize, all right? Retirement homes are really a great opportunity if you can get in. Because you can steal a lot of stuff from those people. Yeah, they, like jewelry and stuff, they don't even know what they have. Like, you can really, and once you're on the inside, it's hard to get in there. Now that you're on the inside, this could be a great opportunity, not only for love, but also to acquire some awesome jewelry.
You are sick.
Okay.
What are they gonna do? Chase after you?
Oh my God.
No,
You
they're
guys
not.
are awful. I mean, I thought at least you were going to say you're going to try to get in on somebody's will, not just up and steal from them when they're still alive.
I got a buddy who works on, he sells bedpans wholesale. Makes a ton of cash. So it's a great financial opportunity for you as well, Kara.
Good tip. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any last words before we call Corey and see why he isn't calling you back for a second date?
This one felt like a little different. Like, it was like we had chemistry. It felt like it was going in the way that we'd, like, go out again at least. But it's just been fading, and I don't know why. And
Okay. So you like this guy, and you definitely felt potential.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Corey, please?
Speaking. Who's this?
Corey, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. How you doing today, sir?
What? Why that?
I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Corey.
I'm okay. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they just said we had to call Corey and talk to him. I don't know why I said it like that either.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think you guys might have, like, the wrong person.
Well, I have a phone number here with this number that I just called, and it says their name is Corey, and it says that they volunteer at a retirement home from time to time.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so you're old folks Corey.
That's what they call him.
I guess.
I don't think Corey's finding
I don't
any of
think
this
so.
very amusing.
Sorry, he's probably confused.
Corey,
Yeah.
we're calling because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So we got an email from Kara, who you went on a date with to that retirement home.
Right.
And Kara wants to know why you haven't asked her out on a second date yet.
She says that, like, she can sense that you're, like, falling off.
Well, to be honest, I think, like, if I was to go out with her, it would be more casual than a relationship. I don't know if she's, like, exactly the right girl for me.
She's got a friend
So wait,
vibe,
is it like you're not looking for a relationship, or it's her?
Well, I am, because I am single, but at the same time, like, gosh, how do I say this? Just the ladies at the old folks home, I volunteer there a lot, and they're, like, a big part of my life. They just don't think that she was right for me.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what?
So they're hating.
They're blocking her?
They just noticed a few things, and they just didn't think that it was in my best interest or that it would work out. Like, over the years, I've been volunteering there a lot, and it's kind of like having numerous grandparents, like, looking out for you and giving you advice. And
Why? What specifics did they give the old ladies on why she isn't right for you?
some of the stuff they said was like her outfit. It might have been a little inappropriate.
All right, Judgy Betty's.
Her outfit?
And did you tell them that she didn't know she was going to a retirement home? She probably would have dressed differently if she knew that that was what was on the agenda.
I did, but...
What was she wearing? Like a
Yeah,
skirt?
seriously.
She was wearing a skirt and, like, had her midriff showing a little bit, you know?
Okay, so she's just kind of sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she dressed like for a first date, you guys. Like,
They kind of didn't like that her skirt was so low and that her belly button was showing. I can kind of see that, you know?
yeah, because not
Okay.
everybody has a belly button in the world.
You mean
but
they don't
whatever.
dress like that in a retirement home? That's
Yeah.
how I pictured it.
I mean, everybody has a belly button, but you don't go around flashing it, you know?
Okay. Besides that, did they name other things?
Well, now, these are their words, not mine. But remember their words. They said the makeup was too hookery.
What?
Hookery.
Who are these judgy old women? Okay.
Sounds just like old women to me. I'd take the judgy off it. That sounds like how they would talk, I think.
Guys, not,
She's
no.
hookery.
Why did you not defend her or stand up for her?
I'm just saying these old ladies, they give me good advice, you know, and I can't have them disgusted by my significant other, like the girl that I'm in a
Disgusted?
relationship with.
Now we've moved on
So-
to disgusted?
You said earlier it's like you have a bunch of grandparents, so if you date her seriously, you feel like you'd be letting down your grandmas, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like you really need to school them in how a woman's dress does not indicate whether or not she sleeps around.
I mean, like, you've been around old people. It's hard to change their minds. And also, who am I to argue with them? Like, they have so much experience, you know? Like,
Yeah, who knows how many hookers they've been with? Probably a lot, you know? You have no idea. They might be very schooled in that. Well, guess what, Corey? You know who might find this information interesting? Kara, and she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Are you still there, Kara?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you pissed, Kara? I'm pissed for you.
Well, first of all, this was a surprise. You said the date was a surprise. So I'm thinking we're going to a bar. And, like, it's you know my pictures. You know what I look like. You didn't think that maybe it would be a good idea to let me know, like, I don't know, like, dress like you would if we were going to church. Of course, that would have been an interesting, like, text back and forth.
Yeah, that would have been you probably wouldn't have gone on that date.
Okay, I think you need to calm down a little bit, all right? Just calm down.
Calm
Yeah.
down? Hookers don't calm down.
Those weren't even my words. Those were their words. I'm just explaining what had happened.
Also, like, my outfit wasn't a big, like, it was a skirt and, like, midriff, like, kind of shows, but not really. Like, it wasn't even, I mean, you've seen my pictures. Like, there's crazier looks than what I had on that day. So,
Yeah, she could be way more hookery if she wanted.
well, yeah, pretty much.
I'm just saying you did dress a little provocatively, and they kind of picked up on that, and I have to kind of go with that because they're conservative, a little bit like me, you know? So
Conservative like you. Okay. So they think you're, like, pure as the driven snow, right? Is that the thing? Like, what if I told them that we had phone sex? And what if I told them all the filthy things you said on the phone?
Oh, whoa. Hey, Corey.
Would they think that you're conservative now?
Oh, Corey.
Yeah, what would the
aren't
gals down
you?
at the retirement home do with that knowledge?
Somebody's a little two-faced.
well, that was something that was private within us. That wasn't out in the public. We're not going out like that.
Okay. So it's cool for you. Can I say this stuff on the radio? I probably shouldn't. You know, I'm not going to.
Go for it. We can
Like,
beep out
yeah.
whatever you
Well,
say.
I'm going to say I would appreciate if you didn't tell everybody what I said because that was private and that was between you and me. I thought we had like a moment, you know, not to be
A
shared with the
secret,
whole world.
dirty moment. Yeah. No, I'm gonna because if I'm hookery, then obviously I bring that out in you because you couldn't keep from talking about the size of your and what you were gonna do with it. So,
Again, that was private between you and I, like a moment.
Yeah, but now I want to know, what are you going to do with it?
How big is it, bro?
Yeah.
They want to compare notes.
Look, I'm just saying, the ladies, maybe they do have a point, because look at this. This is the type of behavior that they're talking about, you know?
Oh, okay.
Again, she's the hookery one here.
This is so ridiculous. Like, do you know what year it is? Do you have
We're
any
talking
idea?
about private things, like out on the radio in front of millions of people.
You called me a hooker on the radio, so
I didn't call you that, and I did not ever say that, because that's not what I feel.
His old gal pals did.
right.
Hey, Kara?
I was being completely honest about
part of his mahjong group.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the question anyway. Corey, would you go on a second date with Kara? We'll pay for it.
You know what? I don't think that would be the best idea.
Yeah, I think all of this is not working out like how anybody planned.
That's fine. You're a nice guy. Like, I wish you could time travel to go find someone for you. So,
Sweetheart, you're on the phone on the radio trying to get a hold of me, so maybe you should time travel and go back.
Hey, I'm good.
So, how about this boring guy? What's his name?
Well, Mike's his name, but I didn't mean like boring. You know, like cute boring, like a little old-fashioned, a little quiet.
Cute boring.
I'm actually hearing stable is what I'm hearing. Is that what you mean, Tiffany?
Well, he was very different than any other guy I've gone out with, so maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what stable looks like, but
Yeah.
it sounds fun.
All right, so where did you meet Mr. Boring?
I met Mike at a networking event.
Oh, that is boring. Good point. Did he approach you or you him?
It was a big gathering in a hotel, and I honestly don't even remember if he introduced himself first or I did.
Okay, so it's kind of one of those things where everybody's talking to everybody.
Exactly.
So what set him apart from the crowd? The fact that he was more boring than everybody else?
Right.
Like, what made you notice him?
Well, I mean, he's good looking, but he also just had like a different vibe, like confident, kind of focused on his career, you know, not like other guys that I've dated, you know, who are just like, for lack of a better word, gamer boys, you know?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So he sounds sexy, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought he's good looking. I mean, obviously I was interested. We exchanged numbers.
And did he know that it was, I mean, since you're at a networking event, like it may have gotten lost in translation that you liked him in a different way.
Well, I mean, we texted and called a bit before the date, and like there was some pretty obvious flirting going on.
Okay. So you think that he realized that you weren't trying to get together to talk about real estate or something?
Yeah, I mean, unless he's very thick.
Okay. So what'd you guys do when you actually went out?
Well, we met at a park.
That's
Okay.
random.
Boring. Wow. For sure.
Why a park?
He actually had lunch reservations that he had made, but I didn't know about that. And I had just been to brunch with my friends, you know, having some mimosas. So we ended up walking around instead because I had just eaten.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a letdown, honestly, if I'm him and I'm like, I plan for lunch and then you show up, you're like, I already ate. Let's do something else.
Well, you know, he didn't tell me, and he was actually really cool about it. He just, like, grabbed something in a coffee shop. We walked around. It was really nice, actually. You know, we, like, went into an art studio, some little boutiques, and a super cute old bookstore.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Still sounds boring, though.
Yeah, it sounds super boring to me.
I mean, it was a little boring, but it was, like, him boring. You know, it's like the old bookstore. It was like him. You know, it's cute. You know, it's quaint, smells like leather.
Old people.
Yeah.
I love it. Did you guys
I like
have,
your
like, what
description.
was a big moment where you connected?
Well, we have a lot in common. We joked and stuff, and I'm a little embarrassed to tell you this, but I did actually try to kiss him at the bookstore, and he said no.
Oh, no.
But he said it was because, like, other people were watching, and he felt awkward about people watching him.
Whoa, but
Okay,
still
so he-
saying no
Yeah.
is... Yikes.
He turned down your kiss.
I don't know. I think that's kind of understandable. Like, it's broad daylight. You're sober in a bookstore. I'm not making out with people in that situation either.
Well, he was sober. I was mostly sober.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay,
right.
so you were kind of drunk. So maybe that was it. Maybe the kiss you were going in for wasn't like a normal peck on the lips. You were like kind of drunk and like, let's get down right here in the bookstore.
I don't know. I thought I had it pretty well under control, but I could be wrong.
Okay. So did you guys end up kissing later on?
We didn't. We got to a point where he said he had to go. He said he had dinner with his mom. And, I made a cute joke about it. Like, wow, it's kind of fast for me to be meeting your mom already. And he laughed. He thought it was funny. So I thought that was good. So we definitely ended on, a good note.
Okay. So what's happened since?
Since I've texted him a few times and haven't heard back.
Okay. So what do you think could have happened?
I don't know. The only thing I can think is that, maybe I was a little tipsier than I thought I was, and he noticed it, and that was a bit of a turnoff.
Okay. So I felt like he was, walking his drunk friend around town for a little while.
Listen, it's not like he was force-feeding me water and bread or something.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. You were, totally hammered at least.
But, yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of. Otherwise, it seemed like we had a good time.
Okay. All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Tiffany is on the phone. And there were a lot of but not that's on Tiffany's first date with a dude named Mike. She showed up drunk, but not that drunk. He was boring, but not that boring.
True.
The date was good, but not that good. I don't think. Anyway, if you're just joining us, Tiffany went out with a dude named Mike. She met him at a mixer, and then they went out for a date. He actually made lunch reservations, but she had gone to brunch with her friends before that, so she'd already eaten, was kind of tipsy. So they had to change plans and ended up just kind of walking around and going to stores while he ate a sandwich that he got from a coffee shop. But she says that she really enjoyed it, and he was boring, but in a cute way.
Cute boring.
And she really wants to go out with him again, but he's not calling her back.
Do you have any theories on why he's not calling you back?
I mean, like I said, my guess is it was because I was a little tipsy and it turned him off or something.
Yeah.
But you weren't full on drunk, right?
No.
Okay.
Trust me, if I was drunk, you would definitely know it.
I believe that. Yeah.
Let's not forget, she did try to kiss him in a bookstore.
Oh, that's right.
And he actually turned her down and said no because he thought there were too many people watching. Sorry to remind you of that, Tiff.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Mike, please?
This is he.
Mike, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good. Where are you calling from again?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of it?
Don't kill me, but no.
Oh,
sorry.
Also, before we get into this, I would like to compliment you on your deep voice, sir.
I was thinking
very nice
that.
voice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
We're in a voice industry.
Yeah.
It's very satisfactory, though. Like,
Yeah.
Satisfying is what I mean. It's very satisfying.
Okay. Did I win something?
No. I'm calling you today, Mike, because we do a segment on this show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone to try to figure out what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, have you gone out on a date with anybody that you can think of that might want to call you, like that you haven't been getting back to?
Now that I think of it, potentially, is this, oh my God, Tiffany?
Yes. Congratulations. You got it right.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've been trying to forget Tiffany.
Tiffany emailed us and told us a little bit about your date. She also
right.
said that you're not texting or calling her back, and she wants to know why.
Well, I mean, is this on the radio?
It will be, yeah.
Why? Are you going to say something inappropriate or mean? Like, it sounds
No,
like your date was pretty tame.
Yeah, no, it was tame. I mean, the whole thing was kind of weird in that I didn't realize it at first when I had met her, but there's like a big age difference.
What do you like? What's the age difference?
Well, when I had first met her, I thought she was older.
Okay.
I mean, she looks like she's in her mid-30s, actually, but...
What?
Hello?
Yeah, so keep going.
But how old is she?
I think she's like 26. She's in her mid-20s, which would make me like almost 30 years older than her.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Holy hell,
Yeah.
that's a big age difference.
You
Yeah.
have a deep voice, an old man voice.
And that's why you do lunch and not brunch. That makes sense now.
You know, that's why most of my dates are over the phone, I guess. I mean, I give good phone.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't even get that.
It's a
good,
dad
though. It's
joke
good, though,
or
man.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you thought she was in her 30s, but she's in her 20s.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. And did you bring that up at all, or did you just kind of dismiss it as like, let's just get through this and I'll be done with it?
I just kind of knew it just wasn't worth getting into. I mean, she's very nice. She's fun. She's peppy. A lot of energy.
She'd be great friends with my daughter.
Yeah. I mean, that was the main thing. But it also seemed like she was looking for like financial support. You know, like that.
Oh my God.
Stop that.
That was me.
Sorry. No, don't worry about it.
Why did you think that? Did she know that you were so much older?
Well, I don't know what she thought I was, but I mean, I mentioned that I was retiring, and she actually got excited.
She got excited about you retiring, so she definitely,
Yeah, like, she's like, so where would you take me? You know, like that kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, so it kind of seemed like it wasn't really going all for the right reasons kind of thing, so.
So you think she was just looking for a sugar daddy?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it seemed like.
Okay.
Okay, do I get to talk now? Do I get to chime in?
I think you've been trying.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to let you know that Tiffany's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
What?
She's been listening to the whole thing. She's been trying to chime in, too. Tiffany, you're not doing very good at being quiet.
I'm sorry, but come on. He thought I was in my mid-30s? What? How?
Look, Tiffany, I don't know if it was the lighting in the conference room or what, but, I mean, you're very attractive. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, attractive for an older lady, I guess.
Oh, my God. Tiffany, is that the point
bad.
you're really upset about? Shouldn't you be more upset about him thinking you want a sugar daddy?
And 30s is young.
Listen, maybe he misinterpreted what I was saying. I was just talking about how, it's challenging that, my parents aren't helping me anymore. I'm just, transitioning out of that and that sort of stuff.
Well, no, I mean, you mentioned that your dad cut you off, you couldn't pay rent, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed like you were looking at me for the money kind of thing.
So what, you think I'm some kind of gold digger? That's what you think?
Well, no, I'm just wondering. I mean, what would a beautiful 26-year-old like you be interested in a guy like me for?
Maybe it's because, Mike, I'm sick of messing with the immature man boys that are my own age, and I'm interested in trying it out with someone who has some more maturity.
Someone of retirement age.
Tiffany, I appreciate that, but I'm a lot older than you.
Mike, stop being so hard on yourself. You are not that old.
I don't think he's making it sound like a negative thing. It's just a fact.
Right. It's just a fact. I am that old, Tiffany.
No, I mean, you're useful. You're young at heart. You joke. No one would look at you and think you're your age.
No, Tiffany, I think that people would just look at me and know that I'm that age. And I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. I mean, how weird would it be? Or my family, my friends, your family. I mean.
Right.
I don't know. Mike, age is just a number. It's 21st century. That's not what's important to me.
Well, I've accepted my age, and I think that you might have to too.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't. You're young. It's not like you have one foot in the grave, Mike. Why are you talking like this?
You shouldn't accept your age. Don't accept your age, Mike.
I mean, I used to think that way as well. I mean, I don't anymore. I don't have to anymore. I'm fine with where I am. But you kept mentioning money and vacations and paying for stuff, and I'm not supposed to have to pay your rent,
That's just like normal boyfriend stuff.
No, it's not.
I don't think paying your rent is normal boyfriend stuff.
Tiffany, that's normal life stuff that you do for yourself.
I mean, my last boyfriend helped me with the rent.
How much older was he?
Like, at my age, like 2 years older.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you a question. What if I couldn't afford to pay the rent for you? I mean, let's just suppose,
What do you mean? Like, that's not the situation.
What if I made $40,000 a year and I couldn't pay for your rent? What would I mean?
But you don't make $40,000 a year.
That's
not the point. I'm saying, would you still like me if I wasn't able to do that? Really?
Listen, that's not the situation. So, I don't know why we're talking in hypotheticals.
Oh my God, Tiffany!
Guys, this has been fun.
All right, well, hold up. Don't go just yet, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Mike. Would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We'll pay for it.
Listen, best of luck. I wish you the best. You're a great girl, but I'm gonna decline.
Well, Mike, I thought that, you were,
a more open person than that. I thought that, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, being a little boring and whatnot. I thought, just in time, maybe you'd open up. It's a generational thing.
It's a generational thing, being boring.
And that's just really disappointing. So I guess I read you wrong.
I understand.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Tiffany, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
Well, you know what? If anyone knows anyone who's quote-unquote age-appropriate and not a gamer man boy,
Right.
let me know.
Someone more your age? Someone in their 30s?
I'm not in my 30s.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Napa know-how. At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get.
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you actually decided to go out with the cable guy, huh?
Well, yeah, he was cute. I mean,
how does that even happen?
He showed up and saw my cables, and we got to talking, and he just asked me out, and I was like, this guy is so cute, and he's not like a regular cable guy. Like, he wasn't creepy.
He's better than all the other cable guys, isn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Whoa. What did you guys do on your date?
We went out for a drink, and we talked about movies. Like, I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and he had seen it too, so we, talked about that.
Nice.
And just, hung out. We told jokes. I'm really nerdy, but I love jokes. And he loves jokes too, as it turns out.
Weird. You're one of those rare people that like jokes.
Sense of humor is something nobody likes.
Strange, Jane.
Wow. What?
Weird that you two little oddballs would find each other in a world as big as this.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm not.
A
Jane.
little.
I'm not making fun of you at all.
A little bit of a joke.
So you guys had drinks,
Yeah.
enjoyed some jokes and some movie talk. Anything else happen interesting on your date?
Usual date stuff.
Okay. Like, what's usual date stuff for you? Because, hey, we get a lot of these second date updates, and some people's usual date stuff is like unusual 12 years married stuff.
No, I'm pretty basic. It's like, think of a normal date with a cable guy. We talked about what kind of premium channels I have. We talked about my remote control.
You try to get some sort of free upgrade off of him? Is that what you were doing?
Exactly. I was like, can you bundle my package?
Yeah, I bet you wanted him to bundle your package a little bit.
that line.
That's obviously why you're calling to do a second date update. So he hasn't.
No.
So he obviously hasn't called you back since your date. Have you talked to him at all?
No.
Okay. And we do these things. I ask everybody every single time, is there something weird that could have happened during your date? Did you do something weird? Did you say something that he could have thought was weird?
I didn't think it was weird, but when I was talking to your producer ahead of time, he actually did think that one part of my story was strange.
Okay. And what part of the story is that?
So maybe the only thing that maybe weirded him out a little bit is that I have a happy birthday book.
You have a what?
It's a happy birthday book.
What's a happy birthday book?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a little book that I keep in my purse, and I write the birthdays of people I like in it so that I can remember them and wish them happy birthday.
So you have a book with you at all times with everybody that you feel is close to you.
Yeah, I think birthdays are special.
And you thought that was weird? It is kind of, but not bad enough to not to call somebody back.
I mean, we'd had a couple drinks, and we were just being fun and flirty. So I asked him what his birthday was, and he told me. So I wrote it down in my birthday book, and he gave me kind of a weird look.
So he seemed kind of weirded out that you pulled out a book and wrote down his birthday after he said it.
Yeah, he did.
Did you explain to him what you were doing? Or did you ask him his birthday and then creepily take out a book, write it down, and put it away back in your purse?
No, I explained.
Okay. Do you feel like the birthday book weirded him out?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's weird because my mom used to do that, which is second nature to me. My mom was a very polite person who wrote people birthday cards, and it's just how I was raised.
Did your mom teach you rules about it, though? You don't kiss on the first date, you don't birthday book on the first date?
No, you guys.
That's what I was going to think. The only reason why I think your birthday book would have weirded him out is if he thought that it was all just people that were super, super close to you.
Yeah.
And then you're already including him in that group of people. Did you explain to him that, hey, I just write down everybody's birthday because I'm a sweetheart and I like to send pictures and cards and things like that?
I don't think I did.
Okay. So maybe he's thinking that you might be a little clingy and someone who'd get a little too attached too quick.
Yeah.
That is a big jump to conclusions for writing down one birthday, though. I
No.
mean, come on, especially when you're drinking a little bit. How drunk were you guys?
Pretty drunk. Thank you, Brooke.
I don't think so.
Just saying, like,
No,
all
if
of a
I go
sudden-
out on a first date with a girl and she's already solidified my name in a book with my birthday next to it, to me, that sounds pretty permanent already.
Plus, it's the digital age where all of this information is already readily available online. So it's kind of taking a special effort to physically write it down in a book.
But that's what I like about it, because nobody writes things down anymore, you know?
I think it's thoughtful. I think you're nice.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Jane is on the phone with us. She took a risk, a big risk, and went out on a date with the cable guy.
Yeah.
He actually asked her out while she was working at her house. She agreed to go out with him. From her account, they had a fun time, drinks, talking about a lot of subjects they were both interested in.
Including jokes.
Including jokes.
They're both
they
into
both are
jokes.
very into jokes, which is weird because most people not into those things.
Laugh a lot.
Jane says the one thing, though, that did happen on their date that she thinks might be the reason he's not calling her back is she keeps a birthday book with her, something that none of us in here have ever heard before. It's a little book that she keeps in her purse with everybody's birthday written down in it, people who she thinks is special and important in her life, so that she can send them cards or whatever whenever the birthday comes up. Well, at some point during the date, she took out the birthday book, wrote his birthday down in it, and then closed it and put it back in her purse. And she thinks that maybe he's a little weirded out by that. All right, Jane, are you ready to give Travis a call?
Yes.
Okay. Anything other than the birthday book that you can think about that might have gone wrong on your date?
No, and, I think even the birthday book was harmless. Like, I think it was just like, it was a fun thing, and I
agree.
hope that he's fun like that.
All right, well, I'll dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone, and then find out why he's not calling you back.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Travis, please?
This is him speaking.
Travis, my name's Jubal. I'm having a problem with my cable. Came over and worked on it a little while ago. I'm not sure if you remember me or not.
No, I'm not. How did you get my cell phone number?
Oh, that's because what I just said is completely wrong. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I still don't know who you are.
Well, I host a radio show, and you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay.
She says that you're not calling her back after your date, and so she emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why. Her name is Jane. Jane, you recently went out with her after you came over to work on her cable. I guess you asked her out, and the two of you went out for drinks.
Oh, birthday girl Jane?
That would be the appropriate name for Jane.
That would probably be the right Jane. Listen, we talked to Jane before calling you, and she told us a little bit about your date, said she had a fun time. She said the only awkward thing would be this little birthday book that she has, and judging by the fact that you called her birthday girl Jane, I'm assuming that probably was a little weird to you.
She told you about that, huh?
Yeah, she did. I thought that would be a little strange if I was on a date with her and she did that. So that was weird for you?
Yeah, it was really weird, actually.
Just because she wrote your birthday down, that was, too strange?
Well, I mean, she kept asking for my birthday, and, I told her, and she closed the book, and she said, Travis, I will never forget your birthday because you are special.
Okay, that's a little
But that's kind of sweet. I mean, she's drunk. I mean, was she slurring a little bit?
That's what I picture, though. I do a picture of the hammered girl just like, I'll never forget your birthday because you're special. You're so special, Travis. Is that how it happened?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a first date. I mean, that's pretty weird, saying all this stuff. But anyway, she starts, she forgets that she had birthdays for her, girlfriend today. So she starts texting them.
Oh, no.
She was texting her friends that she saw in the birthday book that she has.
Yeah, and she like makes me grab the phone and sing "Happy Birthday" to one of her friends.
Oh,
dude. Oh, that sucks.
That's kind of funny.
No, I would be annoyed with that. Like, she put you on the spot and said, here's the phone, sing happy birthday to my friend Janet, or whatever. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was just kind of annoying because, like, we're at this bar and I'm singing "Happy Birthday" to one of her friends who I've never met before.
Did she seem really drunk at this point?
Yes.
Okay, because that sounds like hammered activity. Like, it's my birthday book. And you know what we're going to do now this Sunday? We're going to sing happy birthday to everybody.
Do you think that maybe she was like just trying to be playful, though, and still flirting with you?
At first, it was kind of cute when she was asking me about it, but then she kept asking me, like, if I remember her birthday, like it was a quiz.
Oh, no.
She kept saying, Travis, when's my birthday? I was like, April 19th. I said that a couple times during the night. She was like, good job.
So you're saying that she has a strange obsession with birthdays?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
A little bit.
And she kept giving you, like, the pop quiz that you never wanted to have.
Oh, sweet girl.
I mean, it was cute. It was cute the first time, but after that, it was really annoying.
Yeah.
Hey, Travis, when is her birthday?
April 19th.
Good job. Travis, I should also let you know that she's actually on the other line listening.
Hi, Travis. I caught you.
What do you mean you caught him, Jane?
Why do you hate birthdays so much, you birthday hater?
I don't hate birthdays, but I think it's weird constantly talking about birthdays.
Now who's the one who's constantly talking about birthdays, you birthday hater?
Are you, Jane, what are you doing? Is this like your weird way of flirting with Travis?
Reverse psychology? Or?
Jane.
I don't know. I like him so much.
Oh, Jane.
You sweet girl. Are you just embarrassed right now?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could just explain to him like you were just being wasted or something.
I was. Travis, I'm so sorry. I feel like I probably blew it with you. I just was drunk and I was having fun and I thought you were on the drunk train with me.
Well, I mean, it was just really weird. It was like our first date, and all you wanted to talk about was birthdays and his birthday book, and I thought that was really strange.
I got nervous. I ran out of jokes to tell.
So is that your backup, Jane? When you get nervous, you run out of the jokes, and then you get into the birthday stuff?
Oh my gosh, you guys. When I get nervous, I just don't even know what I'm doing. I get so confused. It's like I black out from nervousness.
Oh my God, it could be worse.
I agree with that, Jane, because I just heard you a second ago trying to flirt with Travis in order to get him back about the birthday thing. I can tell that you really get flustered.
I do. It's really a problem. Yeah.
All right, well, let me do this for you then, Jane. Let me do this for you, okay? You just sit there and hang out for a second.
Yes.
All right? And collect yourself, okay? Because this might be pretty nerve-wracking what's about to happen. Travis, I would like it if you would go out with Jane again and give her a second shot. She sounds like she just does not know how to handle nerves at all, and hopefully on a second date she'll be a little less nervous.
Oh, she's
Would you go out with Jane again?
I don't know.
One more chance. Like, how harmful can it be to go out with her again? The worst thing could happen is you start talking about birthdays again, and then you never have to call her. Just give it one more shot. She sounds like she likes you a lot, and was just incredibly nervous on your first date.
All right, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
All right.
Way to go,
Fabulous. Jane, congratulations. You got your second date.
I'm so excited. I promise I won't be weird this next date.
I don't think you can make that guarantee, Jane, but just embrace it. Say, if I'm weird, then know that underneath it all is a really... Hi, can I speak to Leslie, please?
Yes, this is her.
Hey, Leslie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
What exactly is this regarding?
It's regarding somebody that you recently went on a date with.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with somebody that listens to our show, and you haven't been calling them back, so he actually emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you've been blowing him off.
Who is it?
His name is Henry.
Oh, Lord.
You remember Henry? He said that you guys met at a 5K and then went out for lunch after?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're not calling Henry back? He says he's tried to get a hold of you a bunch.
There definitely is a reason.
Do you mind sharing it with us so that we can tell him?
I don't even know what happened. It was like, when I met him at the road race, he was really funny. He was, telling some jokes, and I thought that was kind of cute. And
He said that he made a little bet with you before you guys started running.
yeah, he did. It was kind of cute. It was a little cocky, but it was cute.
All right, well, it sounds like you liked him a lot, so what was it that turned you off?
Well, it was a normal date at first. We sat down and we were talking about my job.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the conversation went from my job to sex.
Oh,
and
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you even make that transition?
I have no idea. All of a sudden, he started asking about me and my sexual experiences with other people and other women, and I was like, what? Where did this come from?
And just out of the blue, nowhere, he just goes down a weird sexual path on you.
Yes, out of nowhere. It just caught me off guard. I didn't know what to do, so I just went along with it.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah, what would you do if you were in my situation? Yeah. Like, he just started talking to me about multiple partners, and I was stuck. I had no idea what I was doing. It was like an out-of-body experience, really.
We talked to him, and he said that you guys both mutually started talking about all kinds of sexual stuff.
No. He definitely brought it up. And all I wanted to do was get out of there. That was all that I was thinking about. Like, how can I end this lunch so that I can, leave as fast as possible?
Why didn't you tell him that those are totally inappropriate questions during a lunch date and you're just not comfortable?
I guess I was so in shock about how the conversation just took a turn sexual.
That is so weird. We talked to him, and like I said, he was just like, oh, she started talking about it, and then we both started talking about it.
I had nothing to do with it. And actually, at one point, he said, and I quote, "Oh, I'm totally into that. I'd be down for that." And I didn't even say anything sexual at all.
That is, I wonder what he was thinking he'd be down for. Wouldn't you love to ask him?
Oh, my God.
No, I don't ever want to talk to him
That's
again.
a shame, because Henry's actually on the other line listening right now.
Oh, my God.
Henry.
He's on the phone?
Yes, he is. Henry, how are you going to explain yourself? What were you doing?
I don't understand. I'm sorry, but you were absolutely talking about sex stuff, and I hate to say it, but
Henry, I'm sorry, but I never brought up sex. Are you serious?
Yeah. What about all the bi talk?
What? Whoa.
The what?
You said you were bi. And so I was like, oh, you're telling me you're opening up or something. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh. No, I never said I was bi. Where did you get that from?
You said you were. You said you were bi-coastal. And so I just, I started.
Oh my gosh.
What? You said you were bi-coastal 4 times. And
yes, I said I was bi-coastal. Bi-coastal is not bisexual. Bi-coastal means I work on both the East and West Coast.
Oh, my gosh.
Not bisexual, meaning I have multiple partners. There's definitely a huge difference.
I thought it was a slang term for that.
No.
Who
No.
says bi-coastal? Who says bi-coastal like that?
A lot of people say bi-coastal, Henry.
People that are bi-coastal.
Are you serious, Henry, right now?
Oh, no.
I don't know what to say. I thought that's what it was.
So you launched into a line of questions about her sexuality because you thought that she was confessing to you that she was bisexual?
Yeah, I guess that's what I thought.
Oh,
Henry. Yeah, bicoastal is a very popular phrase for people that work on both the East and the West Coast. And so was it after she said that you were like, ooh, I'm into that?
She just jumped into it.
She kept talking. She kept talking about it, so I thought, oh, she wants to talk about our sexualities. Okay.
Henry, you are such a dumb. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Everything that
I really genuinely thought it was like a slang term. I'm not an idiot, and I thought you were trying to ask me if I was into it. So I was trying to be encouraging. I'm not like homophobic or bisexual phobic or something.
Obviously not. You're actually very pro bisexuality, judging from your conversation.
Henry, either way, I mean, mix up or no mix up, you don't ask about sexual experiences on the first date.
Oh, come on, Leslie. You can see that it was a mistake. It's almost endearing.
Thank you, I guess.
That's the word right there.
Hey, Leslie, would you like to go out on a second date with Henry? We will pay for it.
Yeah, come on.
On whatever coast you want to be on, you freak.
You know, Henry, I don't know that I can really look at you seriously anymore after our first date. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm sorry too.
Sorry, Henry.
I wish you the best, though, and now I hope that this was an educational experience for you, and you can take this and into your next dating experience.
At least you learned a new word today, Henry. And just out of precaution, I just want a tricycle is a bike with 3 wheels, in case anybody ever brings that up, okay?
Yeah, I'll pass the vocab test now.
Hello?
Hey, is this Rebecca? How you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm impressed. How did you even meet a guy on Instagram?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I've met girls.
I feel like a lot of people meet guys on Instagram.
Okay, I should rephrase that. How did you meet a guy that wasn't creepy on Instagram?
There you go. That's a better way to say it.
Okay, that's fair. I've gone out with some creepy guys on Instagram.
So how did you meet this dude? Did he just hit you up one day and was like, hey, nice pics?
No, he started following me on Instagram, and I had been, like, on his Instagram, like, liking his photos, but I wasn't following him yet. So then he started following me, and he would, like, comment on my stuff, and he was, I don't know, he seemed really, like, funny. Like, the kinds of comments that he would make, they were really, really clever. And he has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen, ever.
Can I ask, did you run in the same circles? Do you have friends of friends, or is this a complete stranger?
This is actually a complete stranger.
Wow.
I am scared for you. That's my instant thing, is like a guy's commenting on your Instagram page and you're willing to just meet him up.
Hey, I do it all the time, Brooke.
Yeah, it happens a lot, actually.
No, but I mean, I didn't meet him right away.
Okay.
And like, I've been dating a lot of guys lately, and just for fun. Like, I'm young and I'm not looking for anything serious, like not really looking to settle down. So I don't know, sometimes I'll talk to someone on Instagram and we'll go out for a few drinks, and it's like not anything serious, it's just fun.
All right. So tell us about your date with Rick then.
Well, oh God, see, that changed things. So Rick and I, like, we had talked for like a week or so before we met. So he seemed normal. I knew he seemed normal and super awesome. So we went and we grabbed drinks at a bar. And when we met, like, he gave me a really big hug, and I felt super comfortable with him from the very beginning. Like, you know, and you were talking about creepy, I don't know, creepy people off of Instagram. Like, I have met some creepy people off of Instagram, but it wasn't like that with him. It felt like so easy and so good. I don't know. Yeah.
Your email does say that you don't remember too much of your date, though. What happened there?
Well, okay, usually when I go out, I have a couple of Cosmos. That's normal. So I did that, but I might have had an extra Cosmo, and I might have had a couple of other drinks as well.
It happens to the best of us. You get excited. You're all amped up for meeting this cute guy, and then suddenly you're blacked out.
Well, I never blacked out, but
that's good.
But something kind of happened that was kind of weird. I don't remember all of it. So we had the drinks. We went back to my place, and Rick came with me to my place. I remember that we got in like a fight about something. Like, we were arguing about something.
Oh, one of those nights.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and I was like really emotional, and he was really upset, and he ended up leaving. But I was kind of drunk, so I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if I did something wrong,
or if he did. Is that the last thing you've heard from him?
Yeah.
Did you text him and try to ask what happened?
Yes, of course. Like, I woke up in the morning and I remembered that, like what I just told you, and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? So yeah, I tried to text him, and he's not answering anything. Like, he won't talk to me online anymore. He's just kind of disappeared. So I don't know what happened.
And you don't remember at all what the fight was about?
No, like not at all. I just remember the part where I was really emotional and he was really upset, and then he left.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh my
And I don't know why. And I'm like, I just feel like I finally met a really good guy that I'm like, oh wait, actually, maybe I could be in a relationship. And then I just like went and screwed it up somehow. I'm sure.
Well, you guys already got your first fight out of the way, which is nice.
I was going to say, it sounds like they're in a relationship already.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on. Nobody wants to go out on a first date and get along the whole time and have
boring.
chemistry or whatever. That's boring, right? That's old school dating. It's all about arguing now. A good first date should include at least one argument and an emotional breakdown, which is why Amy's on the phone, because she had a fabulous date with a guy named Rick. She actually doesn't remember a lot of the evening, but she does remember that they got in an argument at one point. She was emotional. He left her place, and they haven't talked since. Amy, why do you want to call him if you guys got in an argument?
Yeah.
Because, like, up until we got in the argument, we were having a really good time. And, sorry, what was the question again?
My question was, why do you want to call him if you guys got in a fight on your first date?
I really want to know what happened.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you like an emotional person that often brings up maybe politics or religion or some sort of topic that people could fight over?
No, not politics and religion. No.
Okay.
No. I mean, like, I have my moments just like everybody. Like, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll call him right now and see if we can find out what you guys were arguing about, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Rick there?
Yeah, this is Rick.
Rick, how are you, man? My name is Jubal. I host the morning show, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, are you serious?
Yeah, man. How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
Well, I'm calling you today because I wanted to speak with you about a date you went on.
A date I went on?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a girl named Amy that you met off of Instagram.
Amy?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, it's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what happened.
Oh, my God.
So Amy has been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not returning any of her phone calls or text messages, so she asked if we could get you on the phone and ask what happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
You really want to know how my day went?
I do. Even more than me, Amy wants to know because she says she can't really remember the last part of it.
Yeah, well.
She did tell us a little bit about the date and said you guys were arguing at some point, which is a great way to end a date, by the way. I thought it sounded really romantic.
Lasting impressions.
Yeah, it definitely was not romantic.
So what was it? What were you guys arguing about? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if it's okay to talk about it on the radio. Like, I don't know if she would be cool with that or...
Well, she kind of has no choice because she agreed to do the second date update, so she wants to know.
All right. So I went over to her place, and we were making out in her bathroom. And
Your bathroom? That's...
Yeah, in her bathroom. Okay. Just kind of like where we ended up. And things were getting hot and heavy, and, at one point my shirt came off. And then she just kind of turned and she looked at the mirror, and she started, like, freaking out. And she looks at herself, and she's like, oh, my God, I look so ugly.
Weird.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you don't, not at all. And she didn't, right? Like, she's gorgeous.
Okay.
So I was like, no, you don't, right? And I'm trying to, like, make her feel better. And she's like, no, I do. And she's, like, working herself up. And I'm feeling really weird because my shirt's off, right?
And then as I'm trying to like calm her down, she starts to like argue with me.
Like arguing over whether or not she looks pretty?
Yeah, kind of. She's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're lying to me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, you look fine. You look great. You look beautiful.
You're like, I was just in here with my shirt off making out with you because I think that you're attractive.
Right. And eventually, like, this kind of like half fight turns into like a whole fight.
Oh, no.
Like she actually was getting aggressive with you because you were telling her that she looked good.
Mad at me for calling her pretty. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did you think at first she was just fishing for compliments and then it took a weird turn?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I thought that, because like sometimes girls get down on themselves, but like this was way beyond anything that I've ever seen before. She was just out of control. And so finally she's just like, you know what? Like, get out.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She kicked you out for calling her pretty is what you're saying.
Right. And she kicked me out of her bathroom and she locks the door behind her.
Oh.
But my shirt and my wallet were still inside the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. So she's in there freaking out. So did you
like going ballistic and she's like sobbing in there and I'm like, can I get my shirt back, please?
Oh, I just want to give her a hug.
How long did it take till you got your shirt back?
I didn't get my shirt back.
Oh.
She just opened up the door at one point and then threw my wallet at me and told me to get the out. And I just ran home topless.
That sucks.
God.
All right, well, that was an interesting evening for you. Any chance you'd ever talk to her again, ever?
I don't think so. I mean, it was just a little too crazy for me.
Oh, that's unfortunate because she's actually on the phone listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah, Amy, are you there?
Oh my God. I don't remember that like at all.
Oh, Amy.
Did that seriously happen? Did I seriously cry and then kick you out of my apartment?
You've been listening the whole time that I was talking?
Yeah. And I like don't remember any of that. Like, are you serious? Did I
Oh, my
kick you
God.
out like that?
Yeah, you did all of that. It was, you don't remember anything?
No. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Wait, Amy, you think that's funny? You're not mortified by that?
No, it's like kind of hilarious. Like, did you hear that story? That's so funny.
So it doesn't bother you that you were freaking out because apparently you didn't think you looked good that night and he thought you were pretty and that pissed you off.
I mean, I think I was just like having a moment, I guess. Like, sometimes I have a moment. Like, it's totally me to just like have a moment, but then it's fine. Like, you didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave. I would have got
What do you mean I
over
didn't
it.
have to leave? You threw my wallet at me and then you told me to get the out. Like, you said those words.
Oh my God, I was drunk. We were having fun. Oh my God.
I don't know, Amy.
I wasn't having fun.
Yeah, if I was at your place and you threw something at me and said get the F out, I would think that I would have to leave at that point, or I would be in trouble with the law.
I don't know. Okay, wait, but Rick, did you like get a video of this at least?
Oh my gosh, Amy.
Did I get a video? No, I didn't get a video. Are you serious? You psycho?
What? Why not? I could have totally posted that on Instagram. It would have gotten so many likes.
You would actually
Amy, this is
thing I've ever heard.
you'd actually post a video of you having this freak out online, Amy.
Why not? I mean, like, obviously, right now, I think I'm pretty. It's fine. Everybody has a meltdown every once in a while. I was like, you know what? Like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So it's okay for people to see me like that. It's fine. It's funny.
Amy, I gotta say, when Rick was telling this story, I was feeling so bad for you, and I thought we were gonna talk to this like horribly like lacking self-confident woman that was crying on the other end of the line, and you were handling this way differently than I thought you would.
I don't know. It's just life. It's just life. And, like, happens sometimes, right? And, like, I don't know. I just can't believe you didn't take a video. Take a video next time.
Yeah, seriously. The next time you're having a meltdown like that, you need to make sure somebody is there to videotape it at all times, Amy.
Yes.
Amy,
Well, then, would you guys like to go out on a second date? Rick, I will pay for a second date.
No, hell no.
You might get a viral video out of the deal.
Dude.
this has not happened to me on a regular basis. Like, girls that I'm with don't have freakouts and then kick me out of their place and then steal my shirt.
Well, it sounds to me like you're not really living.
I just feel like everybody has these types of moments, okay? And, like, I know that was probably a little much, but, like, if you knew me better, you would know that even though I was freaking out and I told you to leave, I wasn't really serious. I didn't really mean it. Like, I know that. And just because that happened, I don't think that it means you shouldn't go out with me. Like, you should still go out with me. I'm really fun. And, like, we could obviously have really great stories. See? Like, come on.
You know what? Fine, as long as I can end this conversation right now, as long as we can finish this up.
So if we can finish the phone call here, you'll go out with her again.
No, I'm not going to go out with her. Are you crazy?
So which one is it? You're confusing me. I can't tell when you're serious and when you're not serious.
You're harder to read than she is.
I want to end this conversation. I don't ever want to see her again. I'm fine. Thank you, Amy. You seem like a lovely girl. You're really, really hot, but you are crazy as hell.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The text in at 78592 says, that sounds a lot like my last date. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Amy wanted to call this dude named Rick. She didn't really remember much about her date because they were drinking a lot, but she did remember that they got into a big argument. Yeah. And when we called him, we found out that while they were making out in her bathroom, out of nowhere, she saw herself in the mirror and then just started body shaming herself.
He's so sad.
And then Rick tried to console her, and she got more upset. And then, I was looking for Denise.
This is she.
Hey, Denise, how are you?
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. I've heard of it.
Sweet.
Awesome. We're taking a survey today.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Cool. We'll check that down. Any idea why I'm calling you?
No.
You recently went out with a guy named Kevin.
How would you know that?
I know that because Kevin actually emailed us and told us a little bit about your date.
What?
And then asked if we could call you to find out why you don't want to go out with him again.
Really? He wrote into you guys?
Yeah, he emailed us. It's a segment we do on our show. We do it all the time. It's called a second date update.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of reasons why I don't want to go out with him again.
Really? A lot of reasons?
I want to hear at least a couple.
Let's start with the beginning. He said that he thought you might not be calling him back because his car was like in the shop and you had to come pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. Like, I have a car. It was fine. I understand when people get in, like, accidents. Like, obviously, he didn't plan for that. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not, like, a thing that happens all the time, because then that's, like, a whole nother issue.
Right.
But what else did he tell you about the date?
He said that you guys had dinner, shared dessert, and then you drove him back to his place.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a kiss, and you were just like, nope.
No way.
No way.
See, and I thought that was mixed signals because you ordered dessert, which usually indicates you're having a good time and you want it to last longer.
No, I just like dessert.
Oh, okay. So you can sacrifice hanging out with a dude you're not that into for some chocolate. I get that.
All right, so he wasn't so terrible that you couldn't eat dessert with him, is what you're saying.
I could handle a couple more minutes.
Okay. So what didn't you like about him then?
It all sort of started when I picked him up. I was okay with picking him up, but when he got in the car, you know, I could just tell that he was really frazzled. And I get it. He was just in a car accident, calling his insurance. Like, I totally am a human, and I understand that, like, that's really stressful. But when he got in the car, he said he was tired, and I was like, do you want me to take you home? But he just said no, and he just asked if we drove to the restaurant in silence because he was just going to take a little micro nap.
Are you serious? He slept in the car while you drove to the restaurant?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's when, like, fine, turn on the radio, like, let him zone out.
Oh, my God.
Totally get that. Then he actually closed his eyes, said, like, thanks, like, we'll catch up when we get to the restaurant.
Shut up. I could not. What was going through your head when you're driving in the car with this sleeping stranger sitting next to you?
It was, like, just really bizarre.
Did he ever address it? Like, apologize? Like, hey, I'm sorry that I took a nap.
No. In fact, when we got to the restaurant, I put the car in park, and he just snapped right awake. And it was like, oh, here we are. And, I mean, it was so weird. Like, he just was like this brand new, refreshed person after this 10-minute car ride and this little nap that he took.
That's all the guy needed was a nap.
Yeah, it's back to
See? A little power nap, and then you're good.
Yeah, I mean, we were having such a good time. Like, really nice, easy conversation. And then we ordered dessert, and right after we ordered, he said, I'm going to take a little nap again.
What?
At the table?
At the table.
Is he? Was he joking with you at that point?
No, so I asked him if he was joking, and he said he wasn't. And before he even finished that sentence, he was curled up in a little ball in the booth in the back of the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
Like he actually curled up in a ball in the booth?
Laid down.
Pretty much. I mean, he wasn't sucking his thumb, but he was getting very comfortable.
And he wasn't kicked out of the restaurant? I've done that a lot drunk, and they kick you out.
Yeah, that's
probably because of the drunk part, Jubal.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, not the sleeping part.
How long was he asleep for?
Like 15 minutes.
Wait,
so again, it was like they put the plate on the table and he just snapped awake and was like ready to have more conversation, and I was just very confused.
So you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he just goes back into talking about whatever you guys left off on?
It was incredible. I have never heard or seen of, this ability to nap anywhere, but it happened on my date, and I don't know.
I know the perfect way to figure it out, Denise.
What's that?
Why don't we just ask him? Because Kevin's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, and he wants to talk to you.
Or sleeping through the conversation. I don't...
What?
Kevin, are you there?
Hi, Denise. Yeah, I'm here.
Wake up, Kevin.
This is not happening.
No, it actually is.
Denise, I didn't think you'd have such a big problem with napping.
You can nap all you want in your room, on a couch, in front of the TV, but like on a first date, in a restaurant, in my car.
But they're just micro naps. Like, the date wouldn't have gone so well if I was tired.
What? But I asked in the beginning. I said we don't have to do this. Like I totally like I knew you were stressed out. I could see it.
But we did go on a date. We had a great time on the date. We even had dessert, and I only had 2 naps. So
this is all the time. You take naps like that all the time. Not when you're just stressed out about a car accident.
They work really well. I'm actually surprised more people don't do it. I don't know why everybody finds it so funny.
Kevin, are you saying that you don't find it strange that you took 2 naps on a first date?
No, it's not strange at all. You're making this out to be a bigger issue than it really is. Look, a lot of people take micro naps throughout the day. A lot of Japanese people take naps throughout the day.
I take naps. Yeah, I get that, but I don't curl up in a restaurant booth with a girl I'm trying to impress while I'm eating dinner with her.
Well, see, okay, that's what you're not getting. I couldn't impress her with such a great date without taking that nap.
You didn't impress me by taking those naps either.
Okay, look, I feel like I'm on trial here for taking a nap, okay?
Kevin, you're not on trial for taking a nap. You're not. You're on trial for taking 2 naps.
Yeah.
On your first date. It is kind of strange.
Look, I've listened to you on the radio, and you are kind of strange, so why is this my problem?
That is very true. Very true.
I'm still confused. Do you have like a sleeping disorder or something, Kevin?
Yeah. It's not a sleeping disorder. You take naps throughout the day. It makes you more productive. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel by taking naps, okay?
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, but I doubt that he took naps while he was on a first date with a girl.
That's true. We don't know much about Michelangelo's dating experience.
I'm sure if he did have a girl that he was dating, that he would have taken micro naps, and they would have had a great date.
I will say, Denise, I mean, despite this odd behavior, which isn't really necessarily bad towards you at all, you had a great time.
When he was awake, yes.
Okay, Denise, what about this? What if I can promise you that Kevin stays awake and you guys go out on a second date? We will pay for it.
Are you going to come with us?
No, I don't want to be around Kevin.
Okay.
But we will pay for a second date if you'll go out with him again. Kevin, can you stay awake?
Yes, or we could take a napping date together.
Oh, there you go.
A little cuddle time.
That's an attractive offer, but I think I like to go on dates where people stay awake the whole time and we don't have to worry about someone falling asleep. So I'm okay.
I think you should take a micro nap and make that decision again.
I I'm okay. I'm okay with my sleep schedule. I'm like a grown woman who stays awake. When
Are you
the
sure,
sun's
Denise?
out.
Denise, we could wait for like 10 minutes while you take a nap and sleep on it.
Please, would you mind? Just so everyone knows what that feels like. No, I'm good.
All right. Well, Denise, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm sorry we couldn't get you a second date.
It was worth a try.
Maybe warn people about your micronaps. Let them know
Mhm.
what you're doing first.
Or just learn how to stay awake for a 4-hour span. I don't know.
You know, you guys are really missing out here. These micronaps are the way of the future. If you want to be productive, if you want to, bring your ratings up, you should probably try some micronaps.
Hey, we'll try anything at this point. So,
Hello?
hi, is this Kristen?
Oh, we've been friends for years, like 15 years. He's one of my best friends.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do with your Awkward Tuesday phone call today?
I'm going to give you the backstory here.
Okay.
So Ben is his name, and he recently had to get the entire back seat of his car ripped out and replaced
Okay.
because of a really bad, stain and smell.
Whoa.
So that cost him a lot of money, and I've been able to hear him complain about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, he has no idea where it came from. It just, the smell was overwhelming one day, and that's what they said he had to do. He had to rip it out.
So he had a mysterious smell in his back seat?
And stain.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That is really weird.
It is weird, and he has no idea where it came from. But I do know. I do know where it came from.
Okay.
So, okay, a couple weeks ago, we all went on a road trip, Ben and me and a bunch of our friends.
Okay.
And long story short, I accidentally peed my pants.
Oh.
So the stain and the smell in the backseat is from you peeing?
It's from me. Yeah.
Wait, well, hold up. A lot of questions here.
Yeah.
Why, I guess, first?
Well, first and foremost, Ben was driving. It's his car, obviously. And he's like, whenever we go on trips like this, he has this rule that's like, we cannot stop to go to the bathroom at all.
Oh, okay. So he's one of those people that's like, no bathroom breaks.
Yeah,
we have to drive straight through.
Crazy, crazy strict. No bathroom breaks. And his rule is that if you have to go, you pee in a bottle or you hold it.
Okay, that
So I think he
doesn't
deserves to have his Pete seat on.
Yeah,
his
kind of. He's
Pete,
asking
his
for
seat
it.
peed on.
How does
That's
a
hard
woman
to say.
pee in a bottle? You can't pee in a bottle as a woman very easily.
Yeah,
That is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Most of the people that were on this trip were guys, so it's basically impossible unless you're very skilled. So everyone had been asking to go to the bathroom, and he just kept saying, no, no, no.
What?
I don't know. It's like his rule. He's very strict about it.
Keep trucking.
All right.
So I knew that, I wasn't going to be the exception there.
Did you try to hold it or you just go, I got to pee a little bit. I'm just going to go?
Oh, no. I so tried to hold it. Of course I did. But then everyone was making me laugh, and I don't know. It happened.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
So wait, and you didn't tell him? You just sat there with pee-soaked pants?
I was so embarrassed. I never thought I would go through this as a freaking adult. But the windows were down, so you couldn't really smell it, or I don't know. I just couldn't admit to it, I guess. But now I feel awful because of all this money that he spent, and I'm really terrified to tell him, though, because he has, a pretty bad temper.
Oh, he sounds like a really fun best friend. Won't stop to let you go to the bathroom and then is going to yell at you when you pee your pants?
No, I know. I'm not trying to make him sound bad.
I mean, it's probably been a long time, too. I'm assuming if you guys are that close, you've had a lot of opportunities to be like, hey, man, I peed in the back of your car. Sorry.
Yeah, I should have told him, a few times now.
So now you're in more trouble.
How did you hide it from everybody else, though?
Like I said, the windows were down, so you couldn't smell it. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as we got there, I obviously went to the bathroom and changed and, just pretended it didn't happen.
Oh, man.
Nobody cleaned it. I didn't clean it up.
I mean, it's been soaking in there for weeks if you didn't know.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, and I know I need to tell him.
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and you can tell your friend that you peed in the backseat of his car.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah. We'll do your Awkward Tuesday phone call right after this. Second.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
I'm excited about today's Awkward Tuesday phone call just because I finally get to speak to somebody who has as weak of a bladder as I do. So I have a tiny, weak little bladder, just like Ashley, who's on the phone for an Awkward Tuesday phone call today. She wants to call her friend Ben and come clean that she peed in his backseat on a road trip because they went on a long road trip together. I guess Ben has a no bathroom policy when they go on these long trips. She ended up peeing herself in the seat. Nobody knew. And I guess a few weeks went by, and then all of a sudden it started smelling. Fast forward to him having to have it removed from his car and get a whole new seat. Cost him a bunch of money. He's been very upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now she's about to call him and tell him that she's the one who did it. Ashley, are you ready to call Ben and tell him?
Yeah, I'm really nervous, but I'm ready.
Oh my God. This is so hard because you said you have anger issues, so you probably are going to want to apologize a lot, but you don't want to take too much fault for it because then he will expect you to pay for the seat replacement.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to try to stand my ground.
Okay. Yeah, try to. I mean, he wouldn't have peed in his seat if he didn't have the rule that he wouldn't stop for bathroom breaks.
Which is an unreasonable rule on a road trip, by the way.
Yeah, it's intense.
All right. I'm going to dial his phone number right now, and good luck, okay?
Thanks.
Yep, here we go.
Hello?
Hey. How's it
Ashley?
going? Yeah.
Hey, your number came up weird. What's up?
Oh, not much, not much. What are you up to?
I'm just on break from work.
What's
going on?
Not much. What's the status with your car? How's it doing?
Oh, well, I got it back. I'm going to be paying it off for 6 months at least, but at least it doesn't smell anymore.
Yeah. What did they say about it?
Well, they said it was definitely a pee smell. They could tell that. And they didn't really say much more than that other than, $1,200 please.
So they could tell it was pee? They said that?
Yeah, that's what they said. I mean, it probably wasn't their first one, put it that way, so I'm guessing they knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
They asked if I had kids because, that's where most of the pee stains come from, I guess. But I'm like, nope, just drunk friends.
You think, one of us did it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it had to have been Evan on that road trip. He was so wasted.
Oh. Did you did you say something to him, or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got all up in his grill about it. Of course, he denied it, but everybody knows it was him.
What did he say?
He was like, man, bro, it wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Same he always says, he won't cop to anything. I'm just like, whatever, dude. But even if I couldn't get him to pay for it, I feel okay about how it turned out in the end.
What do you mean?
Well, all right. Can't tell him. I mean, he's going to figure it out eventually, but I went to his place last night and took a dump on his windshield.
What?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Why did you do that?
Oh, it was definitely disgusting, and that's exactly why I did it. I mean, he's going to be a total and not cop to what he did. He's going to pay for it one way or the other.
Oh, my God. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, he's getting off light.
So
If he can
gross.
just wash that off, he's not going to have anything replaced in his car.
Ben. Okay.
Pretty
look.
Brilliant, if you ask me.
No, it's disgusting. Look, it wasn't Evan.
Of course it was Evan. Who else would it have been?
It was me. I'm the one that peed in your back seat.
What? It was
It was
you?
me.
What?
Kinds of different awkwards going on right now. I'm not sure which thing to feel most awkward about.
My gosh.
What is that? Hello?
Hey, Ben, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh.
Who? What? Ashley, what the hell is going on?
They're just helping me tell you this.
They who? What is going on?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show, Ben.
This is on the radio?
Wow, Ben.
Yeah, and Ashley listens to our show. We do a segment called the Awkward Tuesday Phone Call. It's where if you have an awkward situation to bring up with somebody, you can email us. We'll give you some advice as long as you call them on the show to confront them about it. And Ashley wanted to call you today in an Awkward Tuesday phone call and tell you that she peed in your seat. Apparently, you've already taken matters into your own hands, though.
Oh, my God, Ashley, what the
I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. I was nervous. Listen, we all had to pee at some point, and I really had to go, and you guys were just being so funny, and with your freaking nonstop policy, I couldn't hold it in. I tried. It was an accident.
Couldn't hold it in. This is like the 8th road trip like this we've done. You know the deal.
Wait, Ben, are you serious?
Yeah, everybody knows that's the deal, and that's why we all take a bathroom break right before it starts. That's always been the case.
Well, I'm sorry. I must have drank too much. I don't know. I wasn't even drunk. It wasn't that. It was an accident.
So it wasn't drunk 7. It was my usually responsible friend Ashley who pissed in my back seat, and now I've just paid $1,200 for it and on the wrong guy's windshield.
Yeah. I was gonna say that last part is the main part.
Yeah. Well, I didn't tell you to do that. That's on you. Sorry.
Can't you see that, like, she called us because you're not an easy person to approach, obviously. You're not being very reasonable with this.
How reasonable would you be if somebody pissed in your back seat and you had to pay $1,200 to replace it?
I would let people stop if they had to go to the bathroom and they were in my car.
Oh, and it probably takes you twice as long to get anywhere as you need to. That's not who I am. That's not how I work. So, Ashley, why are you just telling me this now?
Because I was nervous to tell you. You're not exactly an easy person to have a confrontation with.
Nervous? I'd be nervous, too, if I was you. This is like some pretty serious here. So you're going to be coughing up the $1,200 to pay for this, right?
I don't think so. This is all because of your stupid rule.
Wait a minute. Your inability to hold it in is because of my stupid rule.
My inability to hold it in? What the? Then I'm not some, like, superhuman.
And you know the rules of the car. And you know you're expected to abide by them when you're in the car. So, yeah, I think you should pay for it.
Hey, wait.
Why is nobody talking about Evan and his windshield being pooped on? Like, you know.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Do you ever have a secret that you kept from one of your friends and you just have to come clean about it? So you call them up and you're like, hey, bestie, how's it going? Just want to let you know I've hated you ever since the moment I met you. I hate you so much. You want to get brunch? Talk about it? Well, that's sort of the issue that Ashley has today.
Really?
She wants to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call because she needs to come clean about something to one of her friends. Ashley, what's up? How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is it to call your friend and tell them that you actually hate them? Or is it something different?
No, definitely not that.
Oh, good.
I was like, what the heck?
It can't be worse than that, right?
I'll let you decide.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds interesting. How long have you had this friend?
Oh, we've been friends for years, like 15 years. He's one of my best friends.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you want to do with your Awkward Tuesday phone call today?
I'm going to give you the backstory here.
Okay.
So Ben is his name, and he recently had to get the entire backseat of his car ripped out and replaced.
Okay.
Because of a really bad, like, stain and smell.
Whoa.
So that cost him a lot of money, and I've been able to hear him complain about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he has no idea where it came from. It just, like, the smell was overwhelming one day, and that's what they said he had to do. He had to rip it out.
So he had a mysterious smell in his back seat?
And stain.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That is really weird.
It is weird, and he has no idea where it came from. But I do know. I do know where it came from.
Okay.
So, okay, a couple weeks ago, we all went on a road trip, Ben and me and a bunch of our friends.
Okay.
And long story short, I accidentally peed my pants.
Oh.
So the stain and the smell in the backseat is from you peeing?
It's from me. Yeah.
Wait. Well, hold up. A lot of questions here.
Yeah.
Why, I guess, first?
Well, first and foremost, Ben was driving. It's his car, obviously. And he's like, whenever we go on trips like this, he has this rule that's like, we cannot stop to go to the bathroom at all.
Oh, okay. So he's one of those people that's like, no bathroom breaks.
Yeah,
we have to drive straight through.
Crazy strict. Wow. No bathroom breaks. And his rule is that if you have to go, you pee in a